Hey yo crew, what's up? Welcome back. Happy Monday. I am Pseudo Thief Main, and we're gonna be running around the Borderlands, showing off this build that I threw together in 8 seconds, and playing Thief incredibly well. I promise to never die, and if I do, that's lag, or it's your imagination. I have no idea how to play this class, but we're gonna try it tonight. I have some ideas, and we're gonna have some fun. Antiquary looks dope. Over the break, we had a wonderful podcast with a Mr. One and Only Captain Crapface. Go check it out. Should be on the channel. I believe I updated it to Twitch, or uploaded it to Twitch as well, but Twitch has been being weird, so we'll see if it shows up there. Also, PSA, if you are with Vanguards of Ascension, I will be happy to run around and get carried by you tonight, but if you're not, no worries. We'll be trying some Scepter, Pistol, Spear Thief, because it's always been one of my favorite spears that they actually introduced. It has a lot of combos, but it's kind of weird and funky, and I love it. Also, PSA, this will be the first Monday that we not give away money, but that we implement the new rule that if you win while watching over on Twitch, draws randomly between the people who enter on YouTube and Twitch, my bot. But if you win over on Twitch, you will get 50 gold instead of 25. So trying to build up a little bit more of a Twitch audience, and that seems the best way I can do it without being too weird about it. But hey, welcome back everybody. Hey Maddie, what's up? I am Pseudo. Feel free to hop in, hang out, talk about what we're getting this week, and wildly speculate about Revenant, because we have no idea what it could possibly be, and according to Trig, no one has ever guessed it. So let's get this rolling, shall we? The build should be in the description also, so if you would like to follow along with the class or give me good advice on a bad thing I'm bad at, go check it out. But we'll be trying this out tonight. Very light on the stealth. I might end up using it, but I'm trying to make a more duel-y Thief in terms of a lot of the dark aura stuff that they put in the game as well. So we'll see. But hey, Maddie. Hey, Dream, what's up? Not 1 minute late, not according to my clock. Could have been, I don't know. Oh boy. Evoker probably gonna be dope. Be funny if Evoker gets like 2 skills and that's it, but I think Cal cooked, and I'm scared. Scared, let's put it that way. But we'll do a combination probably of Zerging and trying to lose fights individually, but I'm super excited for Antiquary just because it looks fun, and like I said, I like when ArenaNet tries weird crap. I always have, so it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure, if nothing else, right? There's no way they're getting a pet, man. Everyone's saying Evoker pet, Evoker pet. I don't see Evoker getting a pet. Not after all the problems they already had balancing. Oh, what is it, Mechanist mechs, but. We'll see. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. It's happened, you know, like once. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh, man. We'll see. The pet empowers your abilities. That's not a pet. I think the closest thing Evoker gets to a pet is the lantern lamp that Luminary gets as well. I have even more Spectrum work coming out, going to be happening on the lines to the house, because it still has not been fixed, but we will see. It's definitely a pet. We'll see. I don't know if I'm allowed to play this. We'll find out. Twitch and YouTube have been really weird about copyright lately, so I may just go back to playing whatever. We'll see. See if I just get my channel destroyed via strikes. I also reached out to Cello Frag, I believe is how you say his name. He's one of the most skilled Ellies and a really great Guild Wars 2 player in general, and he has very similar musical tastes to what we have here on the channel as well, so hopefully if he is interested, he is welcome on my 3rd and final Balance podcast for when they show off Ellie, but if he's not interested, I will try to get somebody else who is also an Ellie main, and that will be totally fine as well. There is about 0% chance I'm also going to remember my combos that I built up here with this this build in the actual combat, but the crux of the thing is, when you switch into Scepter, you have quite decent burst on the Scepter 3 as well as on the 2, obviously, and the Celerity Sigil should give us a decent amount of quickness uptime, because I have quite a few boons on this build as well. I'm trying to take advantage of some of the stealing traits in Shadow Arts as well. The basic spear combo that we're going to be looking at tonight is 3 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 2. Wait for the reveal to drop off. Into 3 into the ambush skill, which will also fear your target and steal boons. But it's a very cool assassin chain mechanic that they put in the game. And even though we don't appear to be getting assassin, it should be very interesting. Not as strict as YouTube. Yeah, I think it might have to do with, Twitch might just mute these songs these days, Dream, because of Amazon's, like, sort of owning Amazon Music, licensing music. Also, no one probably wants to, well, I don't know, YouTube's enormous as well, so no one probably wants to screw with them, right? But we'll see. Maddie, that just scared the crap out of me. I believe you don't need to hit with a lead attack to get the flip over. Lead attacks are quite strange. What are you looking? You're looking at a thief, Sergio. It's a thief for a thief class. Playing thief tonight. I'm enjoying it. Sort of. Hello. Hello, Virtuoso Man. Oh dear, we fucked up, team. Did I mention I don't play this class? At all. Gonna be a lot of dying tonight. Get him, Eddie. But I promise you at least 1 hour of Thief gameplay. Don't res me, I'm not useful. Just kill the dude. Let's see if Maddie can 1v1 the Virtuoso if he gets his 2v1 for his montage. Right off the bat. Dude, John. John's got the moves, chat. Yeah, I'm just trying stuff out. I have an optimized Bladesworn build I was also going to wait till Wednesday to play, but I just kind of wanted to riff off the idea of Antiquary just looking amazing, and with the theming that we had from last week as well. This is absolutely not any kind of optimized Thief gameplay. I mean, for God's sake, I'm running Shadow Arts and I believe Critical Strikes, so we'll see what we can do. I may throw a Relic of Zakros on. I have quite high Fury uptime. The Rat Pirate spec, how could you not be excited? Because it looks fun. And I said in the podcast, I love the weird meta story arc that people went through. This is the other thing. Don't be afraid to play stuff and try stuff that you're bad at, chat. There's such a, especially if you have legendary gear and there's no cost to doing it, there's such a stigma around like, oh, you have to be the best at video games. Dude, just play stuff and have fun. I said in the video that the lovely arc that Reddit went through of like, this is a gambling spec, it's not a gambling spec, this looks like shit, wait, it is a gambling spec, this looks amazing, was so funny to me. Oh yeah, it is interesting that Thief already has a roamer, so I wonder if they don't rework it to a more of a support by launch, but it is what it is. Spectre was interesting to me. I'm not gonna lie about that, but this looks more up my alley with just the fun aspect, and we might be able to do some stuff with the double edges as well. And ostensibly this channel isn't just about playing Warrior all the time, always, forever, even though it's kind of where I landed because it's what I'm comfortable with, right? So I do want to get back into theory crafting and build crafting weird crap for you guys, and it's definitely gonna happen. Something else speaking of which, something I noticed that you can do with the new Shadow Arts line. Let me see if I can get out of combat once we take down this Dolyak. Very, very hard 1v1 chat. Where is it? This has a 25-second cooldown, which is alright, but this Signet has a really low cast time and normally isn't very good, but only has a 12-second cooldown, and Dark Aura lasts for like 4 seconds with Shadow Arts, so you can kind of have a third of uptime on Dark Aura. Not that it's like incredibly useful, but just cool interactions that you don't really think about generally. I just think it's really interesting that their stun breaks are random. I said this on the podcast as well, that it already feels very random when you're fighting a thief, whether or not you like win. But is this heal for a point of initiative spent? Heal when you attack, interesting. It already feels very random when you fight a thief, whether or not you win. I think it's just gonna kind of put that over the edge. And don't worry too much, guys. This thief story arc won't last that long. I'm just trying out some stuff. Just for fun. Practicing micromanagement? I think that's what you mean by MM. Honestly, Ritualist didn't really look like it has that much micromanaging. The closest I would say they get to that is the detonating spirits effects, right? But I could be wrong about that. You might know something I don't. Minion Master. That was close. I do think that there is some really strong potential for not a full minion build, but definitely like some minions, especially considering that the elite skill on Ritualist is a stun break, which is pretty cool. Oh, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Welcome, dude. Or dudette. Hopefully you're well. I need to make this bigger so I can read all this nonsense. One of my channel things is ostensibly head pats, so I will do my best to follow up on that. This bigger, make this bigger. Don't need to see my stupid face. Oh, it's Mortifies. I think that's my Mortifies. Welcome, dude. Hopefully you are enjoying and chilling and well. Let's give chat something to do. Chat. Exclamation point, the name of the elite spec out of the last three, Paragon, Ritualist, or Antiquary, that you are the most excited for. You have to be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube to enter. You're welcome to follow, enter, unfollow. That's just how the bot works. And again, if you do win over on Twitch, I will be sending you 50 gold instead of 25. So it is your choice, but we are just trying to augment the Twitch numbers a little bit. Ken says, mainly coming from Zerg, PvE group. Mentally, Thief is already miserably underused. Yeah, it's because it dies instantly. Don't see anti-fits into Daredevil and Deadeye. I think that Antiquary kind of needs like a vitality trait. I think that would help it a lot. Also, thank you for reminding me, Andrew. We had a bunch of followers over the break. El Honor, El Ducko, what? El Honor and El Ducko spelled differently. As well as Tamon, who I believe is a guildly. Welcome, dude. Thank you. And best girl is Rim. Welcome, dog or doggette. Appreciate it. There's a little bit of a timer, but if you would just give it a couple minutes, you'll have plenty of time to enter. Thank you. Yeah, good evening, Andrew. How are you doing? Also, Koala Bear Jesty, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Also, people keep asking me, yes, I do actually play on an Xbox controller. No, it's not to troll. It's just because, like, I have back issues and I like to lean back and relax when I play video games. How do I phrase this? A lot of people have been asking more and more frequently on like Reddit and stuff about how to get set up with a controller, and all of my files and downloads are available from the description. If you have just about any controller, it's not a PlayStation controller, it should just auto default. There's also a description down there, which is better than I could give, really. I'm working on a video for it, but everyone has specific things they want, and some people play on Steam Deck, so I don't know how that would work perfectly. Vitality trait is the influx of initiative. As long as you're attacking, you get initiative refund. Yeah, but that's not just tank, right? My Monday was alright. Very, very hot, very humid here. But it's pretty fine considering the weather we used to have was very weird for the summer. You know the NG one's going to be last as well. I'm guessing giveaways NA only. No, I should be able to mail to EU people as well. I haven't had any trouble with that. And I can switch servers over to EU as well because I'm a partner. So if you have any trouble getting the gold, go for it. I think I can even mail... I believe the only thing I can't do is I can't mail gem codes to Steam. Like, if you have the game through Steam, I can't mail you a gem code, but I could send you the gold still as well. 6 days a week workout is some pumping. Yeah, it's just the consistency thing I've always struggled with. I'm pretty bad with that in general, so I just need to keep at it. Even if you don't get your full 3 reps, I find the best thing for me is just that. Apologies also if I can't talk and play tonight. This is going to be some nonsense because I am not proficient with this class at all. That's a dragon hunter trap. We're gonna knot real quick. I'm scared of this dragon hunter. Go over and get some tags on this guy. The 4 being a shorter range than your auto attack is very odd. I believe the 4 is only a 600 range. Yum potato salad. Great name. Thank you for the follow. I need to get more. Appreciate it. Welcome, dog or dogette. That's why you start at home, Rem. I have, if you click on the vanity picture of me over on Twitch, there's a short list of everything I bought in order, I believe, and how I got my home gym started for under $1,000. And you really only need like 20 or 30 bucks. You don't need like equipment. What I would recommend buying are those stupid push-up braces that look like horseshoes, so you can do push-ups with your wrist vertical to the ground instead of going like this, because if you put your arm at a 90-degree angle, it compresses your spine when you do push-ups, which is a big problem for me because I'm crippled, and I didn't know I hated push-ups because they was literally doing them wrong. And then an ab wheel, and then you're pretty much good. Everything else can be done with body weight, essentially, to get started. That's what I did. It also helps if you get one of those mats, not like a yoga mat, but like a thicker one. A lot of people in the guild and over here lift as well. Yeah, you basically only have to go in on real equipment for the stuff that you're gonna like use in the winter or stuff that you just want to make sure you're safe. That's why one of my first real purchases was like it was like $200 for a weight cage before COVID, and all the prices just went up and stayed up because capitalism. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Lots of people on this channel lift, and not like, you know, ultra masculine toxicity lift. We just do it because we don't want to die when we're 40. It's one of the reasons my music on this channel is like this, because a lot of people like tell me they enjoy listening to these while they're at gym and whatnot. I thought I pressed 5, which is ostensibly a block. That is a very good cooldown. Interrupted my 5, which is a problem. Definitely getting some quality Thief gameplay. Well, I wouldn't say quality. Quality's generous, but definitely some Thief gameplay. Oh, this guy will destroy my ass. I guarantee he's like X thousands of hours on whatever this class is. Completely forgot already. Daredevil? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and just do what you enjoy, essentially. I will say the hate for thieves I can already feel quite strong. Oh dear, I don't have underwater weapons. I'm realizing this now. Which one's the OP one? Oh, it's the other weapon skill. Like this one? One of them just infinite evades. Live. I tried, dude. Yeah, exclamation point, the class of the 3 that they showed off that you're most excited for in chat. Spear 5 is the infinite evade one that's not tuned. Nice. Yeah, and some people... My helmet is gone? Oh, there it is. Get here when you can. Some people have told me they like the tropical house music on the podcast. Some people tell me it's a little loud. Some people tell me it's distracting. So feel free to keep giving me feedback on that, and I'm trying to get a good audio balance for people. Antiquary, Paragon. A lot of Antiquary, a lot of Paragon. Actually, very little Ritualist over here, but maybe that's our bias, right? You know, warrior bias channel. Get some pump up music here. There's Rustage. There we go. Perfect. I still think Gale Shot's gonna be my port of call, unless Bladesworn somehow You know, let's roll these dice and tempt the gods, get some kind of miracle rework by the time the expansion drops, but we'll see. I keep forgetting I'm also playing a human, and I usually play Norns, which are slightly taller. I mean, it's okay. You know what you're about. I'd like to eventually be able to do a higher resolution, but in order to do that, I would need Spectrum to fix my internet, so we'll get there when we can. Thank you, though. I appreciate any and all feedback. Gale shot with longbow, really? I've heard a lot of people wanting to play Gale shot with just, what's it called? Movement weapons, right? Do I have fiber in my area? Maddie, you think I'd be complaining this much about my internet if I had fiber in my area? It stops 2 houses down from mine. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have fiber in my area. Which of this looks broken? What game mode do you mean for? Because I don't actually think, especially... Here's the thing, chat. In the context of what we have right now, this game, Ritualist and Antiquary and probably even Paragon and definitely Gale Shot look broken AF, right? But they've already said that... Yeah, with all the problems I've been having, I should sell my house. Still don't know if the skylight's leaking or not. But in the context of this game right now, everything looks broken. But here's the thing. They've already said everything's really overtuned. They're aware of that. And there's a reason we're getting a preview and an alpha and stuff. And cannot thank ArenaNet enough for that. It's basically like pouring water into a sieve, right? You're gonna find all the holes. And there's no way they could test, you know, all of the... They only have so much water, like, internally, right? If water's people. So when you open it up to the public, once you've got a better idea of, like, how you want stuff to function, do make sure you give them feedback on August 20th, yes, because they are going to probably read it, if not respond to it, and fix stuff. So it is much better. Yeah, but Bladesworn was... The thing is, there's a difference between something being balanced, being good, and being fun. And yes, Bladesworn was strong. Vindicator was strong. Willbender wasn't strong because its virtues didn't layer until they gave Guardian the most idiotic heal skill in existence. Bladesworn was never finished, in my opinion. It was extremely strong being able to reload, you know, 9 heal skills, right, off cooldown. But that's not really the healthiest for the game, and that's really not an elite spec, that's just an elite skill. So, it is definitely... Oh, you can teleport past your target with the steel, that's good to know. Alright, well... I know no one runs this fear on, what's it called? Fear on stealth attack skill. But it's very cool, honestly. Oh, we got a little VOA party going. I can look less terrible. This is great. I like it because it steals boons. Zoo. Or a petting zoo. We need the someone to share venoms. I could do that. Love how Scepter's stealth attack looks. Let's show that off. How does Scepter's stealth attack look? Oh, maybe it looks different because I have Meteorologicus. Do I play SPVP? I play quite a lot of SPVP when I have a build that I enjoy. The problem with PvP right now is it's the Necromancer show. And it's kind of a problem, and if you think it's a problem right now, it's going to be even more of a problem coming, so... my steel is just not working to this guy, so it's pretty cool. Okay, bye. Mace Spellbreaker? The Captain Crabface runs? I have tried it. It is very good. It is very cool, and his video on it is extremely good. Yeah. We just did a podcast. You should go check out the channel if you're interested. He's one of my friends. We hadn't really talked, and our time zones are terrible for matching stuff up, so we've only talked in text and stuff before this, but yeah, he does really good rundowns on, like, balance and whatnot. I don't agree with everything he says, but I think that he's more of an entertainer, and I think people mistake that for being critical or, like, cynical a lot of the time. Oh, I forgot that they were getting a push beta while Necromancer's this stupid. You're right. And it's gonna... God, it's gonna be like the Necromancer Blood Magic show as well. Oh, you're not wrong. Yeah, and the thing with metas is somebody, even without them changing much, somebody will come out with, like, something that will counter stuff. Like Gale Shot, or, you know, even if Gale Shot's something new, like Virtuoso and Mirage builds and whatnot, so... There will be a balance patch tomorrow, surely. I doubt it, but we can hope. Even the little patches that they don't preview, I'm always interested in, so if there is something significant, maybe I'll make some content for that. Ooh, I want to fight the Scrapper. Hello, you also look like a baby. Would you like to fight? Nope, he knows what he's doing, chat. I don't like this. I don't like this. Man knows what he's doing. Just blow both of my stun breaks at once, it's fine. No, I'm not. My team isn't gonna... Dude, we're not gonna be those people. We'll be those people versus this guy. Dude, I cannot steal toward this guy? Like, what is going on? Guess I'm just bad. Fun fact, chat. If you only fight within 1200 range of your tower, you never die. It's literally impossible. I mostly world versus world and theorycraft in it because I find that PvP builds are kind of static for me. And world versus world has a lot more theorycrafting space, especially in terms of gear. But whenever there's a non-toxic PvP meta, especially now that Mirage has its 2 dodges back, because I'm a closet Mirage player, don't tell anyone, chat. I do a lot of PvP. Dude, I played Bladesworn for 3 years. I'm not switching my main. It's just a joke. I'm just trying out Thief to get more of a feel for it, for ideas for building Antiquary, because Antiquary looks really cool. What's up, dude? Hopefully you're well, Kamikaze. Again, exclamation point, the name of the elite spec from this last round of previews that you were most excited for, Ritualist, Paragon, or Antiquary. My brain keeps saying Antiquarian because it's a thing from Darkest Dungeon, and Antiquary isn't a real word, or it's an antiquated word for Antiquary, and they're being very meta, but we will do that drawing in about, oh god, 2 minutes. And if you would like to enter on Twitch, we will be giving away double gold if you win over on Twitch. That's 50 gold. You're welcome to follow, enter, unfollow. It's just how my bot works. Did I enter? You did enter. And I'm proud of you. You get a head pat, even if you don't win. Yeah, I give away about 100 gold-ish minimum every Monday when I stream, so feel free to hang out if it's your thing. Feel free to not hang out if it's not your thing, but we just talk about builds here, chill, and do nonsense like that. I don't think I've killed anything yet today. Oh, Sora's jumping in. I wanted the 1v1, Sora's on him. Dude, this thief is like following me around, man. Get him quick. Get him quick. Ooh, kill the thief, dude. Kill the thief. Necromancer's not going to be an issue. Or just res me, that works too. Look like I almost know what I'm doing. There we go. Got him. Nice. Hey, you're written... All these names. Written in kind. Or written in Ked? Welcome, dude. Hopefully you're well. I'll give you a couple seconds to enter as well. I'll extend the giveaway. Mostly because I'm gonna die, but also because I like to give new people a chance to enter. What channel is the podcast on? It should be on the YouTube. If there's not a link over to the YouTube, I'm an idiot. It's Build Wars 2. And we'll get you a link for it over on YouTube. Also, it should be on Twitch as well. I thought I put it there, but let me double check that real quick for you people. Maybe I just didn't make it public. Podcast processing. I just did not make it public because I am stupid. Hang on. But I will get you the YouTube channel as well. It's a good time to enter the giveaway if you have not. And thank you for asking. That's not technically something wrong with the stream, but usually if you find something wrong with the stream, you do win money, so keep that in the back of your mind. Hang on 1 second. I have no recent thumbnails. We are at a loading screen. Riveting content, I know. Wait, what podcast with Captain Crabface? Should be right over there. Hey, Silhouette, what's up? Enter the giveaway, dude. I know you need money for your giveaways. Also, congrats or I'm sorry on getting partnered. Whatever you're feeling today. Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Cellofrag, so if you know him, shoot him a DM, but I assume he's just not awake yet for the last one, because he plays a buttload of Ellie, and he has very similar musical tastes to me, as well as, good perspectives on that nonsense. Box of nails, let me change this, and we will do the drawing as soon as I get back to the game. If you win over on Twitch, you win double money. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Enter, you don't know him. I thought you knew everybody, man. There we go. Should be on Twitch as well. Wait, how do we enter the giveaway? Well, you type exclamation point, the name of the specialization that you are the most excited for from the last round. And I'm sure chat is tired of me repeating that. I'm sorry my ugly face was distracting you. You're just excited to make content about it. Don't give me that, Silhouette. Blue has quite a few people. Gonna be a lot of back and forth tonight. You gotta be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. I'm gonna give you guys 1 more minute. That's it. And then I'm drawing this. As Rustage wraps your ears off. Breakdance. Unknown command. Pseudo can't spell. I always forget the R. Maybe my R is breaking on my keyboard. Have fun with that. Alright, I'm gonna choose this. I'm clicking the button. 3, 2, and a 1. I wonder if you're the Rem I know. Because I have a friend whose name is, his character's name is Best Girl is Rem as well. Rem, you have won. Congrats, dog. Character name or an account name, or you can whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, this character, all one word, and I will shoot you 50 gold because you won over on Twitch tonight. Even some Guild Wars 1 content creators are getting partnered? That's dope. I'm trying to do collabs with people who I don't normally interact with, who are more EU as well. Hello. Hello, person. I'm going to add you, and hopefully your name is similar. Rem, in chat, what's your account name start with? What letter? Just so I can make sure this is you. Oh yeah, you don't have to write the whole thing. I just wanted to confirm. Sorry. That works. Just making sure I'm sending money to the right people. All good. Thank you, thank you. Also, we do have our small little roaming PVX guild. So if you would like to join Vanguards of Ascension, pretty easy, all one word. You can go to vanguardsofascension.com, or you can just talk to me on stream. Our only rule is no political or religious stuff in guild chat. It's pretty easy to hang out here. Likely not. I think it's a pretty common meme.
Yeah, here comes Sonata. When I'm on the go, the enemy has got the guard up. Never gonna fall off, bet I'm gonna pop up. Ways your better pick just like a sauna. Hot like a sauna.
Yeah, we're versus insane people that drag siege and whisper you. Oh, then I might have to go get the Blade Sworn. We'll see. Yeah, everyone's got like 400 different accounts. That's why I just make sure people are who they say they are. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Just little plug. I am Pseudo. We are partnered now, which is dope. If you're going to buy Visions of Eternity, either use my link, Silhouette's link, or somebody else's link you'd like to support. It adds no additional cost to you, and it's a wonderful way to support channels you care about. Those should be in the on the Twitch page as well as in the description of the YouTube video. I stream lots of build crafting Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern, unless I'm back from the gym late, in which case you will probably know about it, but make sure you hit the bell or whatever you need to do to get notifications for this, because a lot of people say, hey, I'm subscribed. Why aren't I getting this? And my response to that is, because YouTube sucks. So, if you would like to get notified for these, make sure you do the appropriate stuff. Gonna get 1v1. I think Ritualist has so much potential for like little minion builds as well. I hope they take some power off of Blood Bank, because I think it's a really unhealthy thing to be in the game, but I've kind of thought that since they put it in the game, so it is what it is. So you can use the Signet to traverse, but you can't use the Steel to just traverse unless you're in range. That's interesting. Alright, we're learning thief things, chat. It's information I didn't want in my brain. It's alright. Can go right next to all the Blade Sworn crap. Just double check Ritualist traits. My favorite... The one that got me, Silhouette, was... A lot of people want to hate on the game, but have you tried hate playing the game? That was so perfect for your channel, dude. I can't endorse that, but that was just... That made me laugh, man. It was pretty good. It's like, if you're gonna hate something anyway, just make sure I get something out of it. Yeah, a lot of them are, but it was still pretty good. Don't kid. You're happy to be partnered, I know you. Happy in quotes. You'll make them regret it, I'm sure. I wish you could just take the turrets and put them on the mech, man. I think that'd be so cool. Alright, let's see if we can do a world first and solo a camp as a thief. No one else has ever done this before, chat. They say they have, they're lying. I keep forgetting I have a second weapon set, by the way. See, I don't think Silhouette's videos or Captain Crabface's are pure comedy. I know what you meant, but I think they both have very valid critiques of this game a lot of the time. Sometimes they're just screwing around. Can't say I've never done that. Can't be serious all the time, chat. Okay, you can use that while stunned. We're learning our kite stuff. Oh god. Can confirm, if you get hit by an invulnerable supervisor, you get chunked, dude. Honestly, the Thief Signet isn't even that bad healing. It just goes on cooldown when you push it. Kind of butt. Oh, that's not a movement skill on the second chain, alright. Good to know. I mean, if you're enjoying it, right? Yeah, I know you were a Necromancer main before you chose Ellie. Maybe Ellie's just not for you, Sergio. Maybe you just, you know, enjoy it, but you're not good at it, like me on everything. I mean, I 100% I don't. I'd say I'd agree with about 62% of Silhouette's content and 62% of Captain Crabface's content. We're getting down to, like, what they produce, which I think is a healthy amount to have any kind of, like, allegiance to another human. But you really shouldn't really even have that high a number, chat. People forget that disagreeing is okay because different people are different. Let's So you can heal with transfusion. Alright. I think our second... I did promise at least an hour of Thief gameplay. But I also really want to go get the Bladesworn build because I optimized the crap out of it and I found some damage under a rock. Been dueling a lot of the War Pigs, so shout out to Homage's War Pigs as well. Getting it, min-maxing, you know, polishing disappointment, as it were. Alright, chat. This isn't for a trivia question or giveaway, but what do you think... And we're going to talk roles here, right? And it's helpful if you specify, like, if you play PvE, if you play PvP, if you play World versus World. What do you think the roles that they're going to give Revenant and NG are going to be? And Ellie. We can talk about Ellie as well, I suppose. We just know the least about NG and Rev. Wolf is like cheating with all the minions, dude. I wish the reveal icon was more prominent on your bar, actually, when you played Thief. Bro, I'm not good at this class. Go away. Ow, I got shot by a ballista. I see you down there. There are quite a few blue people. I'm very excited to try this maybe a little bit later. Yeah, both buff Willbender. Possible. Nice job, guys. Well done. I'm enjoying, like, you know, I practice this a little bit, but I have a vague... I'm stuck on the tiny log as I say this. I have a vague understanding of what my skills do, but it seems fairly easy to pick up. You just can't, like, spam your pistol 4. That takes a lot of initiative. Oof. That's a lot of blue people, man. That's not bad. Like 5 people there. We had 2 people down, yeah. Good job, guys. That was pretty good. I'm like looking like I can almost play this. Trig did hype the last 3 as well. I think they're going to be insane. I think that, like, the last 3 elite specs are going to be absolutely batshit crazy, so... I think that they very deliberately put the most vanilla 3 in the middle, and the last 3 are going to be nuts, chat. Again, just PSA, for future giveaways, if you are watching on YouTube, consider coming over to Twitch, because if you do win on Twitch, you will win double money. Just kind of trying to shift some of my numbers and equalize the audience just a little bit. But it is totally up to you, because I know YouTube has gotten their delay down and has higher quality. Hey, Cohen, what's up? Welcome, welcome back, dude. Hopefully you're well and excited. In pure DPS, since they made Vindy a lack, NG, I'm not sure. Maybe a lack. Lord knows what they're taking from Mech. So if they're going to rework 3, they've already mentioned Chronomancer. They're definitely going to do Mechanist, and I'm hoping that they're going to one day do Bladesworn, right? So we'll see, is what I have to say. Read that. They're just being secretive about Rev and NG because it's fun to keep the discussion going. I have a feeling they should reveal the names tomorrow, but it, you know, we'll get a whole blog post on Wednesday, so whatever it is. I'm actually digging this. I'm gonna stay with Nefex for right now. Weaver's weird. I know, I think Catalyst is the quickness provider for forever, for Ellie. Loser, well, good to know. They've just said they're going to shift some of the support off of it, Gold Phoenix, now that Troubadour's in the game. And they've acknowledged that... Again, it's kind of weird, right? Because Thief kind of has a support spec. Now that, like, Spectre's been reworked about 400 times, but it really kind of still doesn't, because it doesn't have an offhand weapon that can function as any kind of support, so it's not like, dude, go. This one Thief is going to follow me around the Borderlands to prove his superiority the entire night. Maybe this is like the 14th Thief and they all look the same to me because I'm racist. Entirely possible. Yeah, it was a boon support, but it doesn't really have any healing built into it, right? I'm fine. He wants to stream snipe me. I'll switch to a class I'm good at, dude. I'm just screwing around tonight. They are doubling some boons on some specs. It's true, and that's what I get for looking at chat. Put some supply into this wall. Is this... It's already fully repaired? They're just attacking it? Alright. Odd. Yeah, I was gonna say, if he's a stream sniper, he's not very good, because he keeps dying over and over. I might pull this emergency waypoint. Let's see, let's do this correct. Right? Let's pull this and link in team chat. There we go, we did it. We have successfully done the correct thing. No point in not using it. Curious about the new Guardian spec. The new Guardian, like, Hollowsmith spec is... It looks just... This is gonna sound cynical. It looks just bad enough to be up my alley. It's very weird. It's very... It's Core Guardian ++ in a lot of ways. And Core Guardian's just kind of cool. It's managed to stay relevant even in, you know, right up until this most recent meta. So it's gonna be interesting. I think it'll be better than garbage. I've managed to find a way to make Bladesworn work of all things for this long, so we can definitely, we'll definitely see what we can do for that. Because I really like theorycrafting weird crap. I mean, hell, I'm playing Boon Thief tonight, you know? Main Dragon Hunter. Well, I'm sorry you don't have a soul, but I'm glad there's someone out there, you know, repping Dragon Hunter. I actually think the Guardian class fantasy was really cool that they showed off. I think that the idea of, like, pulling out and conjuring different weapons and then equipping them and using them to hit stuff is exactly what I would have done for Hollowforge. But people like Sulfur have said, you know, don't touch Hollowforge, so. All I do in Shroud 2 doesn't deal damage because it's a daze. Dazes are allowed to do damage, though. I don't understand your question. It's anything above a daze, like stuns or knockdowns or anything. There's lots of skills in the game that do damage that are dazes in competitive. There's even lots of skills that they've started making an exception to that I hate, that are stuns, or pulsing stuns in the case of original Mesmer Spear, that do damage. So, yeah. We'll find out. I also think you mean Veil too, because it's definitely not a Shroud, even though they're calling it a Shroud. Definitely totally a Shroud. Hashtag me when I lie. I just don't know. Maybe Revenant will get a dedicated real support spec, because Kala kind of isn't, you know? Build site do I recommend? Hardstuck? Any site that has a powerful community behind it. Snowcrows, obviously, for PvE, because they not only keep that up to date, they are partnered, I believe, and they also do extensive write-ups, and they're also very nice. A lot of them, I've talked to them quite a lot. Discourse.eu for fractals, although I have not checked to see if that's been updated lately. And I can also, while I don't consume his content personally, I can recommend hardstuck.gg in terms of Teapot's guild, just because they seem to have the sheer numbers behind it to keep it updated. The problem with a lot of build sites like MetaBattle or Gods of PvP or whatever it is, even though I think Teapot owns Gods of PvP too, it's very weird, whatever, is you'll get these builds and they won't stay updated fast enough because the people who write them go off and do other things. And unless you have somebody to submit a ticket or comment on it, say, hey, this isn't relevant anymore, the build doesn't get rewritten or revoted on. So it'll just, you know, it's one of the reasons Bladesworn, actually, I have this coping mechanism that I like to point out. Bladesworn was actually, as a meta build, long after the shout interaction with tactical reload was actually removed, and they just, like, MetaBattle just deleted, like, the parts of the build that mentioned that instead of actually changing the build or updating the write-up at all. So that's why I don't like MetaBattle, but if it's been updated, more power to it. Oh, even for PvP, I was seeing that happen, and it wasn't just Bladesworn, honestly, so... I mean, maybe it's changed, maybe it's updated more, but I can say Hardstuck and Snowcrows I use as a basis. Yeah, no worries. The reason a lot of people have asked me for a build site, and the reason I don't have one is because I am one dude. I am un man, and I could make updated builds for the things I care about, and I'm more than happy to give you bad advice and let you ask me questions on stream and plumb the depths of my useless knowledge about the systems in this game, which I have almost, I'd like to say, an encyclopedic knowledge of, although I'm learning stuff every day. I just can't keep it all up to date. So it would be a waste of my money and your time. But I try to, whenever I make a build, the best I can do is I'll be like streaming like this thief build that we're trying out. It's not very good, at least probably in terms of thieves. Feel free to yell at me in the comments if you are a thief or you have suggestions, but it will be with the date on the stream in the description, so that's the way I stay up to date. You don't need to work on Condi Scourge, dog. You just play it with transfusion and it owns kids. There's no working on Condi Scourge. Condi Scourge might as well be Jesus. Damn, that whole Zerg got that one guy. I'm proud of us. Ooh, ectoplasm. Give myself a bit more credit, please. Dude, Maddie, I'd like to say I have an encyclopedic knowledge of this game, but I keep, you know, to chat's credit, one of the reasons I love having this build channel is people point out stuff I'm wrong about every day. And they're like, no, that actually doesn't trigger this, or this has been bugged, or this doesn't work with this system. And I love that about this channel. That's why I like stream and do this, right? I love finding out I'm wrong on the internet a lot, you know? There's this unhealthy stigma. You're supposed to know everything, and if you're wrong, you're not allowed to admit it. I'm wrong all the time, man. I love being wrong about this game because I learned something. We're gonna go to, where is it? Yeah, this one. I like this one. Hive mind is best mind. Speaking of which, chat, we need to do another giveaway here. So let's give chat. We'll wait till the top of the hour and then we'll do this. What's a decent? My stupid brain is saying redundant questions, but we're still gonna do it. I'll start it a little early. We can start it now. It's like 5 before. Which of the 3 that they have yet to show off are you most excited for? Revenant, NG, or Elementalist? Exclamation point that in chat. And you have to, again, be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. But if you do win on Twitch, you will win double gold. Also, I forgot to mention this, Prime subs do get double entries for whatever giveaways we do. So if you normally get like 1 ticket, just like it's a regular day, you get double entries. If you were doing like trivia, you'll get double for that. And if it's like a big giveaway, you'll get double for those. And those are usually like hundreds of gold, so. I will take your Prime subs. It just goes back into the giveaways. That's how one of the ways I'm able to give away hundreds of gold every week. But if you would like to give it to somebody who actually does this bullshit for money, please feel free. Do not feel obligated. Can't talk. Professional e-girl and I can't even talk, chat. Help. Oh, I can't be leading the charge. I'm like a class that has 1500 health. It's probably not the best. Alright, so we're in combat. I wanna go over here and okay, so the skills flip over. even if you don't hit something. Do they flip over if you hit something? Yes. 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 Alright. Good to know. Let's test it out for the other skills as well, just so we have a good baseline here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, they do. Good to know. See? Learning stuff. You have to hit to get the stealth on spear. Right. That I did notice. Hit it harder? Oh, alright, I'll actually hit it. Fine. Maybe even get this broken. Hey! I have no idea how to say that. YDDXHito. Yidixito. As I die to this Zerg. Thank you for the follow. Appreciated, dog or dogette. Welcome. There's a little bit of a countdown timer just to prevent botting on the Twitch side, but you'll have more than enough time to entry. Appreciated. Guild Wars 2 ramping up, man. We're actually pulling like real numbers. Like this game is cosplaying as a real video game. And here's a secret, Chad, and I've said this secret a lot. And then lean in real close. If they nail these elite specs and then go back and fix the old ones, this game's gonna last forever. I'm not even joking, dude. Like, this game is so good right now. Oh my god. Please go away. Let me live. I am tiny thief man. I don't want. You know, for all my saying, you know, not very good at thief, which I'm not, to be fair, I'm really enjoying this like weird Shadow Hearts build we cooked up. It's got like decent initiative gen. It's pretty fun. Like, I'm not just completely getting rolled with it. I'm familiar enough with like Mesmer teleports and how the game systems works to. I was sure something was gonna like nuke me from space when I was saying that. It's just like I'm living. Bam. No, it's not bad. Saw that dude miss his static cage. I mean, to be fair, I would have too. Mamiga, which of the three are you most excited for that they're showing off on Friday? Exclamation point the name in chat to enter our giveaway. Also, welcome, dog. Hopefully you're well. And if people have build suggestions, I'm always down to take them. Ritualist looks interesting because it's a summoner, not summoner class, right? It's like a summoner asterisk. Which were because they did the thing that I knew they were gonna do where it wasn't really going to be like targetable summons. Ah, can't bullshit my way through a Zerg. Not on a thief. Good to know. No, it's YouTube and Twitch. Laser Monkey, in fact, you win double entry, or you win double gold if you enter on Twitch. The bot should take both. I just know one people prefer one vocation or medium over the other. I know YouTube has more of a delay, but higher quality, so. This looks interesting, but it might contain much of broken crap that is busted. I think that's kind of all of them. I mean, to be fair, like, chat, I know Warrior looks like simple, right? In quotes, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. Even if it has a minute-long cooldown, Warrior having a... And realistically, it, like, can't, right? It's gotta be, like, 40 seconds maybe in PvP. Warrior having a stun break, just sitting on its bar, regardless of taking a resource, sort of, is, like... It's almost as impactful as just giving them full counter. Do I think that's the best balance? Hell no. Do I have other suggestions I'd love? Yes, please go read them. They're all the write-up posts that I put on the YouTube channel all the time, like for Spear and Gunsaber and whatnot. But, do I think that's going to be strong? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think there are definitely things they could do to tweak up Paragon, but I will defer to my colleagues for that. We shall see. Splinter weapon? Like Splinter the Rat? Or like you want your weapon to splinter? I I have an entire video on how to get into World vs. World, Emira. It should be over on the YouTube, and if you've watched that and still have questions, I would say just keep trying stuff, and if you can't find a class that you are comfortable on, just keep trying stuff. It took me a really long time to find a main that I was comfortable with in this game, and partially because there are so many moving parts. But what does help is just, first off, just use the Selly gear that you start with, that they give you for doing a level 80 level up ticket, so you're tanky on no matter what you play. And second, just get comfortable in a build like in PvE, and maybe throw some stun breaks on there. It's more important to know what your buttons do than to really have an optimized PvP build, essentially. You want to be comfortable on what you're playing so that you're pushing the right buttons at the right times instead of fully optimizing all your crap, right? That man is running rocket boots. Oh, but I'm a thief now. I might be able to catch him. Oh, well, he's over there now. I'm being shot. Why are you shooting me? "16 channeling magic splinter weapon, 57 armor, ignoring damage on 5 stacks." I don't know what any of that just meant, dude. Amiga, you're speaking Dungeons and Dragons at me. But really, I know it's bad advice, but play what you love. If you see I'm playing something and want to try it, you can just grab it from the description and then just throw the skills on it with some Selly gear and you'll probably do great. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Kale, and I said that in the podcast. Like, if 4 and 5 are going to build motivation on Paragon, then people are just going to take pistol and just literally spam the 5 walking around to generate motivation, unless motivation either A, doesn't matter, in which case it's a bad class resource, or B, they rework pistol by the time Paragon comes out. So, it'd be funny if pistol gets a rework before Bladesworn does, I'll say that much. Dervis Splinter Web. Oh, it's a Guild Wars 1 thing, I got you. Maybe. Might be a Revenant thing, honestly. You know what would be cool is if NG gets like Mecha Dervish. They already have a water elite spec. It's called Bladesworn. They didn't nerf any of its skills underwater, so it actually works there. I know what you mean, though. We'll see if they can do a... I think they successfully need to do a water map that people don't hate first with a meta on it. And I have so many ideas for that, and I'm sure they do too, but now that they've developed the tech to have, like, water at uneven heights, I have more hope for them one day implementing a water map successfully, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I can't wait for Birdsworn either. I got all the names ready, man. Green Warrior, finished Bladesworn. Got all of them, chat. Although Birdsworn, Galesworn, and Birdshot were already taken, which gives me cope for the future. Yeah, but it's not getting full one wolf pack, right, Meeg? I think people are too focused on the one wolf pack shareable venom weapon thing that Ritualist is getting, and not focused enough on the one that gives lifesteal, because the one that gives lifesteal, even in a vacuum, let alone in combination with the one wolf pack one, are the ones that terrify me, because lifesteal goes through toughness in this game. Lifesteal is basically true damage, and they are usually very, very, very reserved with putting lifesteal on stuff. That's actually why that's why they reworked Necromancer Sword to heal you and do bonus power damage instead of just straight life stealing on its auto attack, because it was psychotically strong in the beta. Yeah, there's one that gives one Wolfpack stacks, Meeg, and there's one that's like bonus hits, and there's one that gives straight up lifesteal hits. And I think both will be more balanced because they're stack-based, not duration-based. They're only for 4 or 5 allies, but Sora, Minion Mancer. Yeah, you and 4 minions, exactly. You get it. And they're not shareable out to spirits. Apparently I'm repairing this wall now. Interesting. Make sure you enter while you're over here in chat. Oh, you did. Revenant. Good. I think there should be a whole water map in World vs. World. I'm guessing you're new here, but I have this terrible, horrible idea that I love, and I think Coco also likes that. So exactly 2 people, chat, where they do like a map like Desert Borderlands, but depending on the different time of day, one of the keeps is underwater, but it also gives double points while it's underwater to incentivize fights. Which elite spec do I recommend for Warrior in World vs. World? Spellbreaker, hands down. Spellbreaker with a spear and a staff. You're not going to die. You don't need to know what your buttons do. Good old defense discipline staff spellbreaker, staff spear spellbreaker. Both staff and spear are basically unnerfed in World vs. World and do approximately infinity damage, and it's actually a huge problem, and one of the reasons I'd really like them to shift some of the power budget off of spellbreaker and spear and staff in World vs. World, but here we are. We need some more. Let's scroll up, chat. Hell yeah. Yeah, everyone remembers the Capricorn map. It's more like remember the Capricorn at this point. But they need to develop. No, siege golems work underwater. You can. There's actually a gate to get into the Alpine keeps underwater that you can use siege golems to break down. They might need to update some of the skills for underwater, and they would definitely need to balance the game because Revenant Trident is just straight broken, let alone all the other weapons underwater that are broken like Thief Spear, but you know, 1 or 2 balance passes. It's just development bandwidth that I'm sure they want to devote to things that matter a little bit more. I think it'd be really cool if they just start with an open world underwater meta that's pretty easy to do and people like, you know, something fun that's just in the beach area. If there's not a beach area arena net, I'm gonna scream, by the way. Necro Trident, Ellie Trident. Yeah, I know they have a lot, and then everyone says the Necro and Ellie ones because those are the ones they remember, and no one realizes that Revenant literally had a weapon added to them to compensate for the fact that they didn't originally start out their design with 2 different weapons, and Trident on Revenant just has like whatever numbers on it. It does like 28 stacks of burning with 1 button or something insane when you equip Glint. New Homestead has a beach. I want a meta beach, dude. No worries, Maddie. Thank you for joining. Make sure you enter the giveaway. I mean, HMS Divinity is objectively the best legendary. I tell people to make 1 sigil first, and that's the best for your money, but HMS Divinity is the best legendary, so I commend you on your choice, even if only 2 classes can use it. Very excited for the beach homestead, though. No worries, Dream. Make sure you enter as well. Thank you. Yeah, anyone's always welcome to join us on stream. Unless I'm saying I'm testing out a build or I want a solo fight and stuff. Most people are very respectful here of like the solo duels and whatnot, so feel free to hop in, hang out, join or not, join the guild or not, totally fine with me, but just let me know. Need 1 bajillion utility legendaries. I think that they are going to do underwater weapons as the 3 legendaries. I think that they very deliberately did not say that though, because they don't want to scare people. Because they've learned their lesson about scaring people with blog posts. Alright, chat. It's been exactly 1 hour of Thief gameplay. I have fulfilled my legal obligation. Thief's fun. It's got a lot of cool combos. I don't know how useful the Dark Aura crap is, but it's kind of nice to have something that actually pretends to be support now. It's a very long smoke field as well. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do to Bladesworn if and when they ever fix it, man. Because it's just strong enough to be a problem, but it's only strong because the numbers are overtuned on a couple of the Gunsaber skills. If I had to guess at this point, they're either completely ignoring it or they are planning a full rework of and relaunch of the spec. But we'll see. Cope with me, chat. Oh, this isn't even blue. This is red now. Well, that's no fun. Go take this camp. pretend I'm good at the video game. I'm actually using like real food tonight, chat. Yeah, it's Spectre's kind of weird, where it's like support but not support, you know? Because I actually I wrote this in one of the comments because people are obviously talking about Antiquary, so I've been talking to a lot of people about that. That's another thing. I try to respond to all my comments and stuff because I'm not fake engagement baiting anybody. I'm genuinely curious about people's like build thoughts and stuff. Spectre was never supposed to be AoE support, and it just kind of got shoveled there after their balance team seemingly changed and they reworked their design philosophies. So it really shouldn't have ever been an AoE support, but here we are. That's why some of its numbers are really overtuned and some of its mechanics are really undertuned. Are they reworking Chrono for the next expansion? Not probably for launch, but maybe with the second thing they put out. They've said Chrono specifically, and I'm hoping that they mean more than just Chrono. I don't have supply. Nobody saw that. Spectre's strength is its resistance uptime. Thief already doesn't have a problem with immobilizes. I don't know, maybe. Maybe you know something I don't. To be fair, it shouldn't have been single target support either. So I had this like bad idea for how they could have done Spectre a little bit differently, chat. You know, like Mirage clones and like the Ritualist summons now? Basically, if like, say this guy, right? Obi-Wan Charnobi, which is a great name. If I like targeted this guy with my Spectre steel that I don't have because I'm not a Spectre here, and it summoned an ally that followed him and then cast buffs on him, that would be cool, especially if that ally didn't count toward target cap. Because then it would be like their shadow is like augmenting them, right? And then if they got out of range of you, the like shadow would despawn. That makes way more sense for a shadow manipulator that's a support than what we eventually got. I just don't know if there were like frame rate issues or they didn't have that technology at the time. They probably clearly have it now with like Ritualist, but maybe not allied versions, so I don't really know. I know it was strong in the AT for PvP and the launch of End of Dragons, but it wasn't like an AoE support, right? I think there are ways around having to click the person. I think you can have a lot of the skills like auto-target people, kind of like they ended up doing if you don't click an ally, especially in PvE. Like in a dream world where they don't have to untangle spaghetti code every time they program something, you just make it say, in PvE, the skill is completely different, right? And is AoE instead of single target. But I don't know if that's possible. I really don't know the limitations of this game, so... Especially reading, I meant to talk about this on stream actually, thank you for reminding me. The most recent interview that Grouch did, just talking about the legendary backpacks, and how making them dyeable is actually really hard. I 100% get this now, because this has been one of my complaints, excuse me, for a really long time, is they never really, like this fancy backpack this man has is not dyeable. It's a legendary, but it's not. And they never really went back or had the development bandwidth to go back and make them dyeable. And apparently that has to do with, if you know anything about translating, how do I phrase this? Like translating tone mapping. It has to do with that, because I'm actually going to build this one down here because, nope, that guy's going to build that one. That was bad of me. It has to do with, like, they only get a certain amount of, like, memory, basically, for each asset they make. And then, like, if things are dyeable, all of those different dye slots essentially kind of have to have the same amount of memory, in quotes, in order to allow for them to be dyeable. And with the different weight sets, like on the Ascension, the different metallic dyes and textures in the game, that affects everything as well. So the only analog I have to this is if you've ever done any fashion stuff, think translating like regular RGB colors to a CMYK palette, which is something I had to do with when we made our actual Vanguards of Ascension merch, because it was a pain in the ass. So I got to learn a lot about fashion design that day. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll give chat a little bit more time. We're going to do this tower attempt, and then I'm going to go use the restroom, and I'll give chat until I get back to enter the giveaway. Again, if you'd like to, you must be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Exclamation point the base class that you are the most excited for that they are showing off Friday in chat. And Twitch entrants will get double gold if they win. Hello, person. Would you like to fight? You're a Scourge. You have to want to fight. Guess not. Didn't roll off the tower. Success. Probably be doing my actual combos instead of just sitting here pressing buttons. This man has died. I pressed my evade. Careful. That thing hurts, whatever it is. Obi-Wan Shinobi, save me. Save me, dude. Ah, they have way too many now. We're gonna jump down. Jump to our death. Oh, I didn't even get to jump to our death. Tragic, truly. Alright, let me go be right back, chat. And this can be chat's chance to get a drink as well. Let me pull up the good old Dragon Trigger failing counter. And we'll be right back. I don't usually take breaks, but unavoidable right now. How do I change this? Properties. We did it, chat. It's too good. It's like I'm a real streamer and have upload that isn't awful. Alright, be right back. Get those entries in! Draw on this when I get back!
From the floor up, call me out. I'll smoke you out. I'll burn your house down to the ground. Won't make a sound. When you're 6 feet underground, you better run. I'm a loaded gun, hitting your target out. Everyone won't make a sound. When you're 6 feet underground.
Dang, we actually gained people. That chair stream. Shut up, chat. Stop making fun of me. Alright, we're gonna do this giveaway. Thank you for waiting. I never do that. Don't worry, guys. Got you a cereal bar. Take a bite, chat. Alright, let's do this drawing. Again, Twitch people get double gold if you win. Let's, wow, a lot of Ellie, a lot of NG. Fuck Revenant, I guess. No homage fans over here. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. Also, rip the VOD for this because that was definitely a song I'm not allowed to play. Oh well. Alright. So many entries. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to like get a longer list for this. I'm definitely gonna have to. Andy Lang, you have won over on YouTube. Thank you. Character name or an account name, or you can whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, all one word, and I will shoot you 25 gold because that was over on YouTube. Sorry, your YouTube entry won. I should have specified that if you'd like to only enter on, although I don't know why you would because it's increasing your odds. Whatever. 25 gold over on YouTube. Yep. Character name or an account name whenever you can, or whisper me if you don't want to share that. Totally fine. Just ask to like verify you and whatnot. A lot of NG, a lot of Ellie. I guess because Revenant could just be like a giant question mark, huh? Just be like whatever, right? A lot of Andes in chat. One sec, guys. There you go. Thank you. I'm excited to see how they're going to differentiate it from the other ones. Especially because Catalyst is just kind of LE++, you know, in a lot of ways, Coco. Like, Weaver is one that they want to do. Basically, they had prototypes since the game. They've talked about before. I think Carl McLean talked about it, which I'd love to get him back on some of these balance previews. They had prototyped like since the game's development. Weaver was extensively thought out and like crafted and stuff. They just couldn't do it the first time because it was going to take way too much development. Stuff like that. And then like Tempest was kind of like the stand-in for Weaver, and then Catalyst was just like, oh well, the I don't know, OP Canthan thing. So I really like when ArenaNet tries weird stuff, and I especially like when they have the development budget to try weird stuff, and I definitely see more of that in this expansion than I did in End of Dragons, unfortunately. Let's not push too many Hala CG buttons, although she is a great artist. Go check her out. I think this might be a sign, chat. I think this song might be a sign. I think we might have to switch to some Bladesworn, show it off a little bit. But don't despair if you didn't win any of our giveaways. We will do lots more of these. I think we'll do one or two, at least, more tonight. Do these every Monday, so feel free to get subbed or followed or whatever else. Oh, hello. Sure, the Heartless. My new character, Pirate Lady's name is Azure. Catalyst 2.0. That'd be horrifying. What's it get? Stability and resistance. Gross, ArenaNet. Same song? Different remix. I'm just gonna switch this because I don't want to get, like, yoked from YouTube. Okay. I think that... You know what, chat? Now that we think about it, only one of the specs has been kind of condition-based, right? Yeah, 100%, Gremini. I'm definitely not thinking of switching back to Bladesworn literally this stream already. Oh, I'm enjoying trying out Thief. It's pretty fun. Yeah, Tempest is simple. It's well designed. All of the overloads being a stun break is pretty cool. Like, a lot of the Heart of Thorns specs are simpler, but they're very effective, right? No, it's just... I almost wonder if they're not all Condi based. That's true. Troubadour has a fair amount. No, Troubadour actually has a fair amount of condition. It's just in Torment. Like, all of it's in Torment. You're not wrong, Gremini. So, it, I don't know. Revenant already has a bunch of, like, condition damage on it as well, just, like, by existing because of Malix. So it'd be kind of cool if Revenant gets, like, a condition support spec, although those always go incredibly well for balance. AKA Mechanist, right? Yeah, all Condi or Guardians can be kind of Condi, thanks to their F1, and that's what I sort of said when everyone pointed out that it's weird for Luminary to have no conditions on it really at all. Like, Luminary will definitely be the lightest of all the specs. Even Dragon Hunter can actually be built quite effectively as a Condi class, thanks to its, or at least it could back in the day. I'm pretty sure they still have this trait, but like when you apply Burning, you apply Vulnerability as well. It's an extremely strong interaction that let them just like dump unblockable or non-projectile AoEs onto Zergs and then have Permeating Wrath take care of the rest, right? It was called the first build I saw, it was called the Holy Warlock Dragon Hunter build, and it was extremely effective, yeah. So, people are worried about Luminary not having any Condis, don't be. I'm sure there will be some kind of insane build with it. The vulnerability trait's still there, makes sense. Yeah, I felt like that was pretty baked into its identity. Yeah, we'll see. I'm hopeful. Mechanist is theoretically a condition damage build as well, but Mechanist needs more of a rework than anything. I'll stick with a Thief for now. I'm not hating it. Kind of fun little weird Shadow Arts build we managed to craft up. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about World vs. World or just theory crafting in general, please feel free to ask me. I sit in the builder way too much, and I'd love to actually get some of my useless, otherwise useless Guild Wars 2 knowledge out to the masses and whatnot, so always down to give people good advice for bad builds. Scrapper's also simple but fun. How long was that, chat? That was the Pseudo Itches' nose timer. I think we made it an hour and a half. Very important. I think that's the longest I've ever gone. Yeah, Mechanist's rework again was kind of weird, where it stopped really applying barrier in the way it was sort of designed to, in quotes, so... Mechanist is another weird one like Scrapper or Spectre, where it feels like it wasn't finished, ultimately. I have a whole video on, what's it called? Spectre on the channel, or not Spectre, sorry, Fighting One, on Scrapper. God damn it, Mechanist on the channel, Mechanist I'm sure. Where like I go through the design and how it was originally designed around Alacrity, and like that doesn't exist anymore, so... It got quite a few reworks over the years, Coco. Most of them made it just worse, right? It's not a rework in the sense that you would consider it a rework. It's a rework in the sense that it made it worse because it was overperforming in like every game mode, right? It's a rework you needed, not the rework you wanted. Jesus, dude, I get stuck on tiny logs. I don't like this. Can I channel my block skill, please, today? I've been pressing that thing for like 4 years. I've seen the button to press as well. I don't know what's been up with it. Get him, Cheshire Mistcloak. Seal area. Bold. See if I can apply some poison to him. Probably help. Oh, let me up. Man is being mean. He has run back. I was reading chat. I was not paying attention to the fight. Ooh, so close. So close to the teleport. Sorry about that, guys. That's what I get for reading chat. Yeah, it obviously was really good at EOD launch, and then it got dumpstered. Mechanist was entirely, the TLDR of that video chat is Mechanist was entirely designed around having Alacrity. That's why it doesn't get its tool belt skills, but it gets extremely powerful signets that had low cooldowns that made the mech do stuff. And then when you remove Alacrity, you basically gimp the entire class. It's kind of like designing a class around having CCs that do damage, aka Warrior, and then removing CC from most CC, or damage from most CC skills from the entire fucking game. So, it takes a while for it to recover without a straight up rework. Dune Cloak needs to go. Dune Cloak was a mistake, and I really hope they don't nerf the rest of Mirage to compensate. Dune Cloak's a weird one. I don't know, chat. You guys want to see some Bladesworn gameplay tonight, or are we good? We sticking with the Thief? I'm kinda good with whatever. Dune Cloak. Sorry, itching my neck, or cracking my neck. Dune Cloak is a trait that they recently reworked, Coco, that basically gives you... Oh, what is it? It's like, it gives you Mirage Cloak when it's a competitor to Infinite Horizon, right? So it's a Grandmaster on Mirage, and it gives you Mirage Cloak, aka the ambush thing that gives you an evade whenever you shatter 2 clones, and it also recharges your shatters whenever you meet the clone threshold or whenever you gain Dune Cloak. So, and also the Dune Cloak you gain is weirdly like 1/4 of a second longer. So, than regular Dune Cloak. It's very strange. It basically gives you this perma shatter ambush evade engine. It's very, 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 very stupid. They basically just way overtuned the numbers, unfortunately. It's got a cool design to it, but making it refresh and that much is kind of too much. Can I do Berserker or Spellbreaker? I could. I'm bad at them. I have an Immortal Berserker build over on the YouTube channel that's still quite good, though. Now, if I play Warrior, I'm playing Bladesworn because I didn't prep anything else for tonight, but I know Bladesworn isn't a real Warrior class. We'll go based on what the next person in chat says. I love Thief Spear. I think it's the coolest one they designed. Design-wise, it's my favorite, and I really want them to rework Gunsaber to be exactly like it, except with ammunition. I think that would be amazing. Thief has the coolest, even if it's not the strongest, although I have seen some people be absolute monsters with it. Thief Spear is the coolest one they designed, in my opinion, just because of the flip-over tech that they used for it. This man is coming to be a big jerk. How'd I know, chat? Big jerk. Big giant jerk. I mentioned I don't play Thief. Ooh, he got me there. Good Devastator. Nice. Well done, sir. Doing my best to kite here. That's kind of all I can do right now. Don't have any cooldowns up. Oop, he got me. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well done. I think Thief Spear is more of a defensive tool than anything from what I've seen. Dream, because it's got the block in it and the evade and everything else. Why switch to that when you can spam Heartseeker and Cloak and Dagger all day? Because it's fun. No one's ever won the Deer 1v1, they're terrifying. Yeah, it has good burst, it has a lot of really good synergy with a lot of the traits. I'd love to see them, like I said, reuse the flip over tech on some stuff. I think that the NG Spear is the most beautiful one they designed, and I think that with the exception of Warriors, I like all of the spears they designed, honestly, even Rangers. Rangers took a while to get there, but I don't know. The thing I don't like about Rangers is the unblockable on Owl's Flight. The nuke. I don't think the Ranger should have an unblockable out of stealth, even if it reveals you. I think that that's kind of wacky, and they're giving it more on Gale Shot. Rangers trade-off should be that it has very, very, very limited unblockable, in my opinion. Ellie Spear is definitely the most over-designed and animated for sure, but I'm partial to the NG animations, although obviously you can have a different opinion on the internet. It's okay. Ellie Spear is clearly quite strong now that they fixed all the bugs on it. Especially on Catalyst right now, it is kind of insane that you can chuck tornadoes over your shoulder while kiting back and forth like a revenant. No, but I've seen some people, especially with Spear Staff, be absolute monsters on Thief. We can switch back over to the Bladesworn build. I've kind of been teasing that all night, and I don't want to tease people too hard. But I did, we tried Thief, we out here. Antiquary seems definitely fun, got a better feel for the class going into it. But, get this going, chat. Where is it? We need appropriate music. Where is it? Come on. There we go. Ah, 14-person queue. Should have checked that first. Oh well. It's alright. Alright, chat. We've done which did you like from the first three? Or we did that previously. We've done which did you like from the second three. We've done which do you like out of the last ones they have to preview. Let's do... You know what, chat? I think I just want to poll you guys because we've got a lot of new people. Just type your favorite core class in chat, exclamation that, and we'll do that for the third giveaway here. Again, you got to be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube, but that'll be for 25 to 50 gold depending on which platform you're watching on. Twitch will get double. And I'm curious, what do people play out there? Because it'd be really interesting, because I still have the stats for the original one. If you play something and you're excited for something else, which I'm always interested in. Honestly, this expansion, like, I like the idea of Paragon. I think it'll be very strong. I think that this expansion will, again, get me playing a different color class as a main. Like, I'll always be a gun samurai at heart, but it is what it is. A lot of warrior, obviously. Predictable. Oh, we didn't change our keybinds back, chat. Ain't that's one thing I'd really love, honestly. If you want to make per character keybinds instead of global ones, that would be fantastic. It's not just me that wants this. Let's look at Desert, chat. We don't own anything on Desert. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. No, just like, if not... Sorry. Not like a core class, but like if you like Harbinger type Necromancer or something like that, right? Like which of the 9 originals do you play? There's a keybind template. You mean these things? Because yes, I did know that. But it's only one thing I need to change every time. That's actually how I export my keybinds for people who Do I have 3 copies of the same song on this one playlist? Oh my god, I do. That's how I export all my keybinds for people when they ask me, like, what they want to, how do I play on a controller and stuff. I say just download my XPadder files and then import my Guild Wars 2 configs after you save yours. But thank you. If there's another template, I'd be very interested to know that. Where is all of my, like, actual music, chat, that's made by human people with emotions? We found it. Warrior, Ellie. No Revenant yet. I guess Homage has all the Revenant players over on his channel, right? Queue up before I forget again. How do you play Thief, Nah? I'm a Thief main now, as you can see, so I'm taking requests on that. In terms of, like, how to build it. Because I'm not building the one stealth build that everybody plays because I hate it. So, if you have any bad advice for me, I'd be more than happy to take it. Spear Condi and Spear Q DPS. Does Spear actually do enough Condi in PvE? That's interesting. The numbers must be insanely different. Fresh Air Tempest is fun. That's what I was playing for, what's it called? When we were doing Wing 8. It's very easy to pick up, in my opinion. This is such a jarring experience going from actually looking at the fight to actually looking at my skill bar again. If I don't remember to update the Bladesworn build for this stream, this will be hopefully on Wednesdays as well, because I did update the gear and whatnot for people following along with the class. That's true, Axe is in the game, and Axe is exceedingly strong. I keep forgetting Axe is in the game. Axe feels like cheating. Axe feels like cheating in the same way that Staff feels like cheating on Warrior. Is that weird? Yes. There's there's Deadly Arts, which immobilizes when you strike a foe below 50% health, and then I believe the Scepter 3 has some kind of immobilize on it as well. The initial hit. Coolster. I was running something similar to that tonight, but it didn't have the duration on it. It's not good in PvE, but I don't play PvE. Thief Axe is just ridiculous in World vs. World and PvP. It's basically all thieves run. Well, apparently it's good in PvE too. And I'm wrong. Like a big dumb idiot. I don't play a lot of PvE, chat. I finished Harvest Temple CM and kinda quit. Because I was not about to do 6 to 8 more months more of progression on Saris LCM. Credit to them, a lot of my friends finished it, and boy howdy are they skilled players. I am not. That's why I play this crap. Yeah, let me know what your class of choice is, whether you're a warrior main or a necro main or a mesmer scumbag. Exclamation point that in chat for our third and probably final giveaway. Although, we're not quite at 100 gold yet. We'll see. We'll see if you're good, chat. We'll see if you've showered today. So here's the question. What would... Excuse me? I'm so far from you! How the fuck did he hit me? That did damage too. What the fuck? Sorry. Alright. Wow, that was insane. What would you do to give Thief a real support spec? Nah. I'm very curious what Thief Mains would say. That's what a lot of people are thinking, Coco, actually. Be real funny if Ellie gets a weapon swap before Bladesworn does, I'll tell you that much. Is Spectre dope right now, or are people coping that Spectre's dope? Need to oxygenate my brain, chat, excuse me. No, it doesn't, Coco. I don't know if you've noticed that from my years of complaining about it. It technically can swap to the gun saber, and that's it. Invite this man or woman. People are thinking pet as well, but I just don't think they're ever going to do a pet class again. Although that would make sense because they did fix the pet like UI and commands and stuff, so if they did it for more than just Ranger. You can swap between, yeah, the weapon and the gun saber. Gigantic troll basket. Gun saber's not a real weapon. We need some new pirate fashion as well. I'm still rocking my Bloodborne one because I love it so much. Okay, I won't res that guy. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. We're gonna run this right up to the wire here. See if I can get any of the chase me. I'm really tempted. All right, come on. Come on, get him. Yeah. Got a firebrand too, chat. Oh, it's so good. Time to run away. You're the Heartless doing work, dog. Heartless indeed. Nice job, Sora. Get him. Oh, Jesus. Very careful, guys. Scrapper with tablet tech? Interesting. Maybe. Maybe it's like a non-targetable summon that you can move. That's interesting. It could be for Evoker. We'll see. We'll definitely see on Wednesday. A lot of nerds. Be careful of the nerds, chat. Alright, I'm going to try to lead them this way so you guys can live. Potentially. See how many want to follow me off the cliff. Oh, out the cat. There we go. Got the cat out. All right, we're good. Those 4 people couldn't catch him, but I've surely got this, says this one Reaper. Watch me die to this one Reaper now, chat. Able to use in Firefox temp summon? It's gotta be a QB-like thing, I think. It'd be interesting if Ellie gets Shroud. Something like that. Maybe you do get QB Shroud. That'd be kinda sick. Not gonna lie, like Naruto QB Shroud. I don't know how the fuck they balance that, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys play out there right now. Exclamation point, whatever your class of choice is of the 9. You got to be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. You're also welcome to follow, enter, unfollow. And Twitch gets double gold if you win. 11k Health Shroud. Something like that. Maybe it'll be like Guardians where it's reworked and it's just more of a second set of skills, right? A lot of people have been speculating that it might be them copying 14's homework and doing Evoker like Summoner in 14. I think there was a decent Summoner in, what's it called? I don't know if it would translate, but Lost Ark as well. I just stopped playing that game before it came out. So watch me. Coco says no. We have Na for the tiebreaker because I think Na plays all of the MMOs in existence. Oh man, be interesting if we get a balance patch tomorrow out of nowhere. Yeah, if they, I think that in order to rework Bladesworn, they're gonna have to take some power off of Core Warrior's kit, maybe, or just, I don't know. I've suggested so many different things at this point that all I can do is just wait and see what they take, right, JNR? Like, I think the Gunsaber is prime for a rework for a combo weapon that chains like Thief's Spear. Oop, I got a Q-pop for EBG, guys. Sorry, I'm going to take this. There's so much design space in the traits as well. They basically all do nothing. Like, they need to decide what they want it to do in what game mode and then engineer it to do that instead of the reverse, right? In my opinion, but we'll see. Just keep letting them know that you'd really like a Bladesworn rework. Do I think they'll rework the Conjure weapons? They already reworked one, and it's one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, single button push in the game. Earthshield is insane. Are they going to rework the other Conjure weapons? Maybe? Yeah, so my idea, JNR, I don't know if I've talked about this yet today, but the Gunsaber, right? Change from rap to something a little bit more melodic for this. How it would work is they basically took my rework for this, and I don't know if they took it, right? Like if they just great minds think similarly. The bullets, right? You take a Grandmaster and you no longer have flow, but your F2 does nothing, or your F2 does nothing but convert flow into bullets. And then the bullets are your ammunition that you have for these. These are no longer ammunition costs, but they're costs of bullets for the skills. So most of them have 1, occasionally one of them can be 2, and then like, it's basically the arrows that you use for Gale Shot, right? They took my suggested rework for it and put a lot of the things that I suggested on Gale Shot. And I'm not really mad because I can play Gale Shot. Like, that's a cool system that I want in the game. But I think it would also fit Bladesworn if you got, like, bullets, and then your bullets were a resource that, you were converted by flow and whatnot. You're lost now. You won Guild Wars, and there's nowhere to go. Silhouette. Well, if you don't want to go up, you can always go down, or you can enter a giveaway. What class do you play the most, Silhouette? Exclamation point in chat. You need to believe. They took my idea with all your heart. And then you can do the same thing for the Bladesworn's ammunition skills. Like, these could all have bullet costs, but, maybe not because Thief doesn't. I don't know. I just think it's a decent way of rolling in the ammunition idea while balancing it. And then, of course, they give it its weapon swap back because that was ridiculous. Weapon swap or burst skill. I don't think it needs both, but maybe. I think Guild Wars 2 after Guild Wars 3 release? I think that if Guild Wars 3... I get this question a lot, Max Newbie, and I gotta tell you something. MMOs take minimum 5 to 7 years of development time. So considering that Guild Wars 3 was leaked... Okay, my non-existent watch. Maybe a year ago at this point, Guild Wars 3, first off, by the time it comes out, it's not going to look anything like Guild Wars 2, let alone if it's an MMO. It's going to come out minimum in 4 years. And there is no way a development studio that has said they are committing to more years of development for this game that is their major breadwinner is going to cut off one of their legs to try to stand on another leg. So Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 3 likely will not have any development overlap. It is not. Stop gaslighting my audience, you troll. There's no way it... Yes, Guild Wars 3 is coming out 2026. Get subscribed and followed now for all the Bladesworn builds we're going to be making for it. Yeah, and then if it scaled your dragon trigger combo on your based on a combo counter, that'd be amazing. Or like the number of bullets you don't have or something. I think that Guild Wars 2 is doing far too well, and in a recent blog post they said they are intending to support this game for years to come. Specifically with that verbiage. So take from that what you will, I suppose. I'm down for a Guild Wars 3, and the one thing that I hope that they carry over more to Guild Wars 3 than anything else is their policy of not hating their players, right? You can earn... There's no hard gate for gems in the gem store. You can earn gems through just farming gold in this game. The farming rates are very, very, very forgiving. There's a battle pass, but it's a good battle pass without a premium tier called the Wizard's Vault. This is the most forward-facing MMO that exists right now, and it does not have a subscription fee, and that is a miracle of miracles. So if ArenaNet can take one thing, it is forward to possible Guild Wars 3 development. I would like them to take their policy of not hating their players. It doesn't get canceled development. We never hear about it. Kin, you're very optimistic today. I would like to send you a head pat and a hug. Yeah, but I think the devs are getting better, like Captain Crabface said. I want to cope and believe that. Especially with class design, now that they're more in their element. That's true. You can pre-order Guild Wars 3 now, except you can't with our referral links, but maybe. Do you think those will carry over to Guild Wars 3? Can you buy Guild Wars 1 with the referral link? I mean, that's fair. Antiquary doesn't have to look like it's for you. Paragon doesn't look like it's for me. Interesting. I know you can buy like some of the merch and stuff as well. Like the books. Mobile gacha game. They already canceled the development of one tie-in mobile game for this game. It was going to let you talk with your guildies and trade on the trading post, and they figured out real early that having a mobile webhook for the trading post was a terrible idea. Look, I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I can tell you I'm in charge of policing my chat now for misinformation. Y'all good, chat. Yeah, Soto, the thing people forget is Soto had a lot of quality of life improvements that people really didn't appreciate at the time. Hey, Jobos, thank you for the follow. Appreciated, as I'm getting shot by archers. Welcome, dude. Doing a much bigger project in the next-gen MMORPGs. Games are also getting much more expensive, re-Guild Wars 3. So, just, development costs have gone up. People actually want livable wages, and it's not being developed by, like, 25 people and a pet cat, right? Like Guild Wars 1 was. So... the talking to guildies thing is a great idea for a mobile app. The manipulating the trading post is a terrible idea. I mean, nothing's a bad idea if no one does it in bad faith, right? Gotta support the warrior. Thank you. If you want more warrior support, just genuinely give them positive, constructive feedback without yelling at them. I do believe that one day we'll get some fixes for warrior. I think it's already started, honestly. Let's try. I can't trade with this guy. This guy hurts. Why does this guy hurt? I don't like this. I really don't like this. Oh my god. That man... wild. Oh no, I'm targeted on the wall. Fuck. I'm gonna die to burning. That was good. They got me. That was a lot of people, but they got me. They deserve that. Don't buff Warrior, just nerf everything else. That's part of the problem. Like, Warrior has this, like, false sense of security where people think it's bad, and it's really... The thing that I think that a lot of people miss, like the, satirical teapot saying Warriors are the biggest babies, is... Warrior skills, like when they work, but a lot of the time they just don't work. And that's the problem that most of us have with it is we want the bugs fixed and the jank fixed. Like if Rush went where you said you wanted it to go, or Dragon Trigger could be aimed and stuff like that, class would be almost fine. Like the overperforming stuff on Warrior is hysterically overperforming. The stuff that sucks on it is basically borderline useless. So, you know, I'd love to have, this has actually come up in discussions a lot with my friends recently. Like, I would love to have even though a lot of Warriors weapons are kind of generic and vanilla, I would love to have like more traits that like sort of affected how you buffed your weapons, because that would play into the idea of a modern day weapons master, right? Where you have these very vanilla weapons, and then if I take this trait, I do bleeding, or if I take this trait, I remove immobilize, or whatever like that. Like, things like Warrior Sprint and Fast Hands really play into that class fantasy, and that's it. So if we had more stuff like that and less stuff that just made us invulnerable and not fun to fight, like stances, I think that would really go to a long way to ameliorating their power budget. It's just that Warrior's power budget is in the wrong places, in my opinion. But it is what it is. And if you think any of these ideas are good, tell them. If you think they're bad, also tell them. Tell them your ideas. They're getting much better at taking feedback. The thing that people forget is Guild Wars 2 was originally developed as a PvP game. And then at the last minute, they were like, this isn't going to sell, because, again, things take time to develop, and by the time it was going to come out, no one cared about PvP. So they pivoted what is one of the coolest, if not the coolest, combat system in MMOs to being a PvE game. And that is how we ended up with this. Well, type exclamation point one of those things in chat. To enter our giveaway, exclamation point whatever class you play, whether it's Warrior, Thief, Guardian, whatever it is, of the base 9 in chat right now. Gotta be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Hello. This man is practicing for the Ranger buff. I hit him. This man is practicing for the Condi Ranger buff. This is not fun to fight, chat. I don't want it. Do I have Condi clear on this build? Like, I swear to God I do. He just isn't proccing? Alright, he has too much. They've already said they're not doing alliances. Alliances, by the time, again, things take time to develop, and by the time alliances were going to come out, Mag was just going to ruin it. Cleansing, Purity. I thought I was in that. Maybe I just don't have enough. Alright, well, I'm just bad. Fine, fair enough. Just bad. We just bad, chat. It's okay. Blitzhorn needs some Condi cleanse somewhere on it, but realistically, Warrior needs some Condi cleanse somewhere on it. Yep, Ranger died. Just got a heavy loot bag. The thing with Bladesworn and Warrior in general is people really still enjoy it, so I think that it definitely has that sort of impact that it's supposed to have, right, with the skills. It's just that I really just think they need to be tuned up a little bit. Giving Warrior Ellie's Earth Shield is a terrifying idea. Do it. Electric fence, right. I want to talk about electric fence. Don't make me sad. Oh, I missed the smoke field. I hope that they one day fix Bull's Charge to be more like B Charge, where it doesn't have gaps between it. I think that'd be lovely. Because the Janther B's Bull's Charge doesn't have gaps, and the Bull's Charge does, which is unfortunate. Hello, Mechanist lady. Would you like to fight? I have a thief friend. Is it a 2v2? Ooh, 2v2. 2v2? 3v2? They all going on my ass. Jesus. May have to switch back to Bavanisos, which I don't want to do, but there's a lot of Condi crap running around. Thought I had enough stuff to deal with this. Guess I do not. And then we go to 5, I believe. Nope. Did I completely delete my build with Bavanisos on it? I think I did, chat. Oops. No, this is it. This has to be. Nope. Alright. Oh, please. Hang on, chat. We're doing it. This is an ASMR stream now. God, I hate relying on relics for Condi cleanse. So disgusting. I'm a disgusting, disgusting person. This is also wrong. There we go. Oh, that's correct. That's correct. All right. And then we didn't transmog the dagger. Where is it? Where's the Mystical Beast one? Can't see. Too drunk. Didn't change this to 7. There we go. That's why you check everything all the time forever, chat. What kind of cleanse do I have? On the other build I had Purity and Cleansing, which is apparently not enough. I'm mad. Usually it is, but today doesn't seem like it, so we'll be scumbags and switch back to the Stance Relic. I mean, technically, yes, cleanse on weapon swap, but I'm not running Discipline, because you kind of can't on Bladesworn. So, is what it is. It wouldn't be enough to deal with that nonsense anyway. I also normally run Stars. I think that build was running Leadership because I was trying out Mistburn. Which gives you a lot more damage, but it definitely doesn't let you deal with crap like that, so trade-offs, I suppose. I feel like all my channels are Warrior ASMR 10 hour. Oh, let me check the offhand sigil as well, chat, real quick, sorry. Purity, Cleansing, we probably don't need Purity there as well, but we'll just run it. As people run into me and many buffs can't get them below 90. Well, this one is one you can get. It's called Reinforced Armor. You go talk to an Anvil. Gold Phoenix gives you 1% vitality and health. Generally, just if people have max buffs, they know what they're running. You want to grab any kind of food that's ascended with peppercorn on it because it gives you this damage reduction modifier. There's also a like not secret food that you can get from End of Dragons that I run that gives you 2 modifiers that I literally can't link to you. It's called End of the Weight of the World. You can look it up. But that gives you full Selly stats, 10% damage reduction. The enhancement I run is 25% movement speed because it's very hard to get movement speed from anywhere on Warrior. Stuff like that. The other buffs are just like ancillary crap for bonus loot. I could do a video on like all the different buffs you can get. It's a decent idea. Good God, the Condis today, man. Oh my fuck. Perma CC'd. To be fair, that was like 6 people. I don't know what I was expecting. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna be stupid here, chat. Nice. Copy and save this. What was I running here instead? Leadership, Bavanisos, Mistburn. Okay, so this gear set is fine. Sorry, I want my 10th gear slot, but they won't give it to me yet, so we're just playing around with stuff tonight. Copy, paste. Welcome to theorycrafting the stream. Great fortitude, that works with Mistborn. And then I'm just going to change my... Oh, but I can't because I'm running pack runes. Alright, I give up. We tried. Is what it is. I think Ranger has some of the most weirdly spread Condi cleanse in the game. I feel like, if anything, I mean, I'm biased, but Revenant and Warrior have some of the most specifically locked Condi cleanse right now. I kind of don't want something that's on the... I don't know. I'm really split on sigils in this game because cleansing and energy kind of need to go, but cleansing is so necessary for world versus world, like it's insanely powerful. The real one that's causing a problem in this game is energy, and it's a problem literally every game mode. I kind of want energy sigils deleted from space, or for them to just give you vigor when you swap to a weapon instead of raw endurance, because they make like one energy sigil in PvE is equivalent to permanent super vigor that stacks on top of vigor, chat, if you didn't know, and in PvP it's equivalent to permanent vigor. So, you know, one on each weapon set that you can swap to. They're insanely strong. But it is what it is, really. And because I'm schizophrenic tonight, we're going to switch back over to this. I'm hyped to watch your build video, Silhouette. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. The problem with cleansing is it's gated behind a crafting discipline. Yeah, but if they want that to exist in the game, like they want Power Mirage to exist with double energy, they can just put it on staff in PvE. Like, there's way better ways to balance it. Love that he went into stealth right when I bulls charged him, so I couldn't actually hit him. This is a lag fest. There we go. Got him. Goodbye, Mr. Not Rendering Thief. Enjoy your place in not rendering hell. Also known as Edge of the Mists. I love Edge of the Mists. I want them to bring it back so bad. Synergy's one word for that, oh. Not the word I would use, but that's alright. Just bring back old Edge of the Mist. It was dope. I love it. Power Thief build? I was running Power Thief earlier, sort of. Lots of people have made viable Power Thief builds. Oh, I was so close. I was so close to the wall. That's very sad. I was probably like 1 pixel away from getting teleported in. Trying to... Oh, they gave you back pistol initiative? Yeah, it's pretty fun. They gave Spectre its initiative back too. Which is kind of crazy. Getting very hungry here, chat. We have a drawing to do. I apologize. Totally. Yeah, but everyone says Tomes of Knowledge, and if you don't have Tomes, it's rough. Tomes are also really good for Spirit Shards. Alright, chat. This will be our 3rd giveaway of the night. Let me click the button. I love this name. Yum Potato Salad. It's also, I'm not biased because I'm hungry. You have won over on Twitch. Congrats, dog or dogette. Give me a character name or an account name or whisper Salem, S-A-L-E-M, all one word, and I will shoot you 50 gold because you won over on Twitch. I feel like there's ways to mitigate that though. Max Newbie, like you can take a like offhand weapon that gives you movement or just build it into your kit. If you're like a firebrand and you're running back to your Zerg, yeah, I can see that. All right. Let me shoot you that. Thank you for the excellent name and thank you for reminding me to be hungry. I don't know, like, I don't buy a lot of food from Walmart. I try to get it from like Aldi's and organically sourced places, but something they put in their potato salad just makes it into crack, and I gotta figure it out. It's like spicy mayonnaise or something. It's so good. I think I'm just hungry, chat. Ignore me. Congrats on that. Car Necro's insane right now, but it's more that Transfusion is insane right now. Safeway? Like the gas stations? I wonder if it's just sugar. Sugar's in everything. Although I think I checked the sugar content and it was really low. I'm being purposefully obtuse. Nuke Blood Magic? I don't know, man. I just kind of want all the Grandmasters and Blood Magic to be tuned down. I don't think they need to nuke it. I'm actually not a huge fan of French fries. Like oh, hello. I'm sorry. I didn't know we were frogging. It's my fault. Hello, frog. I'm a friend to the frogs, chat. I'm not a huge fan of French fries. I wish they would salt French fries, I guess, with sea salt, so you didn't just get a complete sodium imbalance whenever you ate them. Oh, no worries, dude. If chat's being obtuse, they can take it. I, however, have a fragile ego because I base all of my personality and my entire existence on video games. That's a lie. But I do push-ups. Good resustain, yes. Good passive sustain, no. I agree with though. I want... Again, this is warrior bias, but I really don't like alchemic vigor in Harbinger. I think that trait ruins the design of Harbinger. I would rather Harbinger do like 40% more damage and not have alchemic vigor. And if you don't know which one Alchemic Vigor is, chat, because you play Warrior, it's Adrenal Health, but better, but for Blight. And basically they get it for existing, instead of having to hit with burst skills. It's insane. Pull out the rifle as a stacking weapon. Best legendary, for real. Like, Boat Gun. Boat Gun's so strong. Another one they could possibly do for motivation is rifle. Like, I feel like all the weapons you'd want to run on Paragon have the least synergy with the 4 and the 5 motivation thing. But we'll see. Like Captain Crabface said, maybe they know something we don't. Cope. Yeah, there's only 2 classes that use rifle in the game, and probably only 2 for the rest of the game, right? So, we'll see. I feel like this will be the closest thing to a brawler spec they can give Thief. I think in order to give Thief a brawler spec, they would need to have a trait on it that says reduce the stealth time by by 50%. 3? What's the one I'm not thinking of? Warrior, NG, Thief. Right, you're right. Correct. See? I'm wrong on the internet, and it's okay. And Mesmer. 4. I'm stupid. Alright. Is rifle still the least? Is there anything else that can only be used on 4 classes? It'd be something weird, because I think sword's usable on everything. Longbows. Are you building warrior wrong? Oh, come fight me. Ranger dude, come on, 1v1. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, man. You've even got a Janther B, so I know you're a piece of shit. Let's go. Wow, that was some A-tier lag. That had to hit him. I was like, there's no way that missed. Nice. Nice. Got revenge on the Condi Ranger chat, and that was without the build that even had Condi Cleanse on it. I switched back to the Mistburn one and didn't even tell you it was a secret. Oh my god, I'm so sneaky. This guy actually dies because that was a good fight. Thank you. That was really good. You get a bow. Good fight, dude. Good fight. Longbow's the most rare. Only 3 now. Makes sense. I might retool this build to work with, what's it called? Stars. Wow. Oh, there's some... Did you see that skill lag? Okay, that's what I was feeling. I was like, I don't think that's on my end. But maybe. Good fight, dog. Longbow. What's the third? So there's Ellie, there's Ranger, there's Warrior that can use Longbow. I'm kidding. There's... Ranger, Warrior. I'm so funny. What's the last Longbow? Fuck you, brain. Guardian. So Longbow's, yeah, the rarest. Interesting. Weird. Look, I have the delay turned out the lowest I can on YouTube, right? Twitch has less of a delay. Also, apparently you can stream in 2K on Twitch now for some people, so I'll look and see if that's an option. I know Cello Frag was doing it the other day, so I will see if that is a option. But also, my internet has been shit, so we'll find out. Yeah, I'll try to remember to throw this build in the description as well. Found some Condi or some damage under a rock, basically. Can I play this? It's a lot of Hollow CG, and I don't want to get yote, so go here. Let's do like what time is it? Well, it's not that late. I'm just really hungry. I actually finished in the gym today. Go take this, 'cause that's a good idea. Never added focus to a class? I mean, if we were getting weapons, I would almost guarantee NG was getting focus this time. Longbow Ellie is Spear Ellie. I think that them acknowledging that people wanted Longbow Ellie means that it's never happening unless this game goes for another 20 years. Requiem. Unfortunately. Spear is the Longbow on Elementalist. Although if they ever want to reuse the bullet mechanic that they developed for pistol, which is really cool and no one uses, be really cool for Elementalist Longbow as well. I know the more modern tech they develop, the more they can reuse it on stuff. I mean, dual foci on with eyeposts would go hard. I think everybody knows that. I almost think that Ellie Longbow would be like a 1200 range Condi weapon, Gene. That's how I would do it if I was, you know, king of design. Or even a 1500 range Condi weapon. That's like a little bit less oppressive. Very little immobilize on it though, to balance it out. There aren't a lot of long range Condi weapons in the game, so I'd probably do something like that. What are you doing, mysterious red man? He's just living his life. I'm gonna leave him alone. I think the ambush on the pistol works very, very, very well for an elementalist longbow as well, where you build up like one of each bullet or one of each arrow and then you nuke something, but more in a line. I think that'd be really cool. I almost feel like Gale Shot is longbow Ellie, to tell you the truth. But Gale Shot doesn't have Condi on it. How did I take fall damage from that tiny hill? Thief desperately needs a new offhand. You are correct about that, Requiem. Again, I'm allowed to call out ANET for their baffling nonsense, and you can mark my words, chat, I'm never going to stop doing that. I can't believe Thief only got main hand axe. It's like, not axe, ArenaNet? You don't want to make one of these skills like work with scepters so they have a real support weapon offhand? No, we're ArenaNet. Fuck you. We're busy making elementalist pistol skills. Like, one main hand weapon with Soto, man. Like, I was upset with Warrior's Staff. Thief got shafted. Like, it was... Both weapons were super broken for the longest time, don't get me wrong, but, like, that sucks. You want to give Thieves offhand sword, ArenaNet? Like, are you sure? I kind of want it. You know, dual-wielding assassin... I think they had plenty of ideas to do what to do with it. I just think they wanted to develop for other things, man. That's me coping, but like, here we are. Like, it would have been 1, 2, 3, it would have been 6 skills they had to make. Because you would have had axe, scepter, okay, 7 skills. Axe, scepter, sword, dagger, pistol. Right? So that would be that many dual wields, 8 technically, because you can equip it without it. And then the 2 offhand. So yeah, so 8. So weird. Meanwhile, Elementalist Pistol adding 50 or 46 skills or whatever it is. 48, I think my brain is telling me. It was a trivia question forever ago, forget it. Yeah, but Weaver was a lot of work. I don't know, maybe one day. I remain cautiously optimistic about all things in this game. All things really, but also in video games. I'm just weirded out they didn't do it. It was just very, very strange decision to me. Yeah, but they didn't really have to do much for Weaver Hammer, is the thing. And no, they didn't have to make anything for Warhorn with Weaver. Because your weave skills are dependent on your main hand, not your offhand for Weaver. All weapons will be available for all classes one day. I hope not, because that would completely kill Warriors class fantasy. It's already kind of dead. I just want the ones that make sense to be there. Yeah, and that's why I really would love them to rework a lot of Warriors' core functionality as more of a weapons master, exactly. Pellegrini nailed it in chat. It's, Warriors' original thing was being able to customize your combat before you went into combat, and that doesn't exist anymore, so either what could they do? A lot of people want a second offhand burst skill, like it was rumored to originally have, so like, you know, you equip a shield and then you get the option of using a shield burst. Or like I described earlier, they could work in more customizable traits, so like, you know, your melee attacks do bleeding just by default, or, you know, this combination of weapons does like this. I know they want to move away from weapon-specific traits, but if they had, like, you know, your auto attacks do bleeding, or, like, movement skills, you know, have double the efficacy or something like that, they could definitely work that into Warriors' relatively vanilla traits and still keep its identity as a weapons master, I feel, in current year, you know? I think there's a lot of ways to do it that they just kind of don't think of, but maybe that's too much. The new guard spec mechanic with weapons would have been better on Warrior. Like, if they had, like, an armory behind them and they were just pulling out weapons, I could see that. And if the weapons were weird, like, I don't know, kunai or something. Stuff that didn't exist in the game. Like I said, I don't really... because Guardian already had the spirit weapons, I really don't hate the class fantasy of them just being a Hollow Smith, but, like... I definitely agree with you. There was a room for Warrior to get the same thing. Or if not, something similar. I got the cereal bar and I never ate it, chat. You can't let me do this. I'm like, why am I hungry? I did something to fix this. The food only works if you put it in your body. It should have weapon-specific traits. I think if Warrior is going to be the exception and have weapon-specific traits, it's going to have to be unbelievably strong. I don't think they should have weapon-specific traits. I think they should have combat-specific traits. So, like, your weapons are okay if they're incredibly vanilla, but, like, again, they just get modified. Oh, there's a Zerg down there. There's no way we can kill this before then. Based on, like, what you take and whatnot. Are they coming? No, they're just catapulting the wall like idiots. All right, sick. There's one red guy down there as well. Zerg incoming, do all your PvE rotations. I'm stuck in rifle, but we'll make it work. Dragon Trigger will look like it does damage here, but it doesn't because these things have super low armor values, but for no reason. $13K. I would really like, my friends and I were actually talking about this a little bit, and one thing I think would really help bring Warrior into current year is if they, what's it called? If they moved Kick back onto Longbow like it was in the, like, Guild Wars Alpha. Kick started out as a Longbow skill, by the way. And if they gave Warrior a more, like, grapple physical skill to, like, line up their next hit, because Warrior... biggest problem, while it is really outdated, it doesn't really have a way to, like, guarantee its damage. So if it had, like, a grapple skill, like in D&D, my friend brought this up, where, you know, you grapple successfully, and you can even do it to a dragon, right? If you roll high enough, your next hit is, like, guaranteed on that enemy. Something like that within, like, a range or a radius or something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Without just incapacitating the enemy, you know? I think that would work really well as a physical skill. I really like that suggestion. Food break. I get your joke. You don't have to qualify. I occasionally use my brain. Occasionally. Nothing's better than food when you're hungry, chat. But, like, I'm not the main character of existence, so if you guys have other ideas, I'd love to hear them. Yeah, maybe like a more frequent, shorter Magebane tether. Something like that. The problem with Magebane tether is it's already like 10-second cooldown, so it's already extremely good. So if you give Spellbreak or something like that. Just like a physical skill that, like, if you hit them, it, like, does 2 seconds of immobilize and gives you 2 seconds of quickness or something like that. Like, literally, if Kick was the same range, which is absolutely awful, it's, like, less than 100. But if you hit them in this range, it gives you, like, 2 seconds of quickness and 2 seconds of immobilize. Like, enough for 2 attacks or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Would a third weapon swap be for Warrior be too OP? I don't think so if it shared the weapon swap like attunements are shared on Ellie. That's what I actually... So, one of the first posts I ever put on Reddit was for Guild Wars 2 was my prototype of like what an elite spec would look like. And I wanted it to get a weapons master, and that's what I was going to give it, where you get a third weapon slot, and you can slot in any of your existing weapons, right? Because it has this like legacy as a weapons master, but you don't really get to utilize that very much. So I thought that like putting a third weapon slot like white where the gun saber was, and then you can equip a greatsword, or you can equip, you know, even if they couldn't like engineer the tech for this to put it actually as a legendary, but you could basically work around that by having it like equip different bundles, kind of like an engineer can. I mean, essentially the gun saber is that. The problem with the gun saber is you just lose your basic weapon swap, right? And the answer is really, would, you know, Bladesworn be OP if they just gave Warrior its weapon swap back right now? And probably not, because gun saber sucks, and most of Warrior's weapons kind of suck outside of their raw damage, right? You know, things like Harrier's Toss notwithstanding. So it's There's limitations on Rangers, but the thing with Rangers is they can pull it out and put it back without a cooldown, which I think is the bigger design issue with it, D&D. Like, if the Gale Bow triggers on swap sigils, I'm going to throw a hissy fit. I think that's way worse. Like, design-wise, but I don't know. I think that if Warriors, like, essentially, it was something simpler, in quotes, sort of like Spellbreaker, but the simpler thing is just you get a third weapon swap that you can put in your F1 somehow, and then all the traits are, like, built around weapon swapping and reducing that and weaving combos in between weapons. I think that'd be sick. That's exactly what I wanted. And funny enough, I actually originally guessed that in order to also retain the class identity, it would be really cool if what Warriors got for their new weapon, which at the time we were doing, was a spear. And it would have a hybrid melee and ranged throwing attack, which they actually, except the difference would be that the one would be the melee auto attack chain and the two would be the ranged auto attack chain, which, because I didn't know they could just split them at the time. Because this was like 8 years ago or something. I wrote this up, and they actually did. I don't know if they read that or they, took little notes or they came up with it independently again. But a lot of these ideas did end up on things like Ranger for their auto attacks and stuff, with the hybrid ranged melee auto attack, and that's cool. But I would have preferred to have something like that on like a weapons master spec. So no, I think it'd be amazing. Obviously. I think that would be unbelievably cool for Warrior to get at some point. Honestly, engineers are more weapons masters than Warrior are these days because kits don't have cooldowns. You can just pull them out and put them back for free. What will be extremely funny is if both Ellie and NG get their weapon swap back, and maybe that's why they're saving them both collectively for last. I will say it's really... Okay, so chat, I want to ask you a question before I say my thought. Is it weird how little they talk about Bladesworn? Or is that like me gaslighting myself? Like, I'm genuinely curious about your perceptions. Like, you're biased as fuck because you're on this channel too, but like, it's weird, right? Like, I'm not the main character of Resistance, but in my like coping, it's just strange. Yeah, they skirt around it like so hard. I don't know. It's so weird to me. They're like, we're gonna fix Chronomancer. There's no real support alacrity spec for Warrior in the game. They never talk about it. They just said there's no real support alac spec for Warrior in the game, is all they said. It's even non-Warrior players, like, let me know I'm wrong. It's so strange. Isn't that just Warrior in general? Yeah, maybe. I want Hugh back, man. Is the Bladesworn in the room with us? Alright, chat, we'll do a little bonus giveaway here, because you guys have been good, and I'm full of food now. Here's a little trivia question for the people paying attention. Exclamation point. Oh, fudge. That's a time zone thing. Well, screw it. In Eastern time, what day does the expansion come out? Exclamation point that in chat. I'm fine with 100 Blades keeping you rooted, honestly. It just needs to actually do damage if it hits your target. Still using Mace on Bladesworn? I think Pistol's more fun. I think Mace is the superior weapon right now. Mace is chunk, dude. Maces are like the only way to do damage on Warrior right now because they're so overjuiced compared to all the other weapons. I just really enjoy Sword Pistol because it gives me mobility and stuff. But if you want to actually kill something, yeah, use Maces. Don't think our weapons are designed to synergize with each other. That's what makes it fun. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm scared. And again, if you do win over on Twitch, just in an effort to boost, shuffle some of our people over to Twitch and get you followed if you'd like to, Twitch viewers will win double gold. if you would like to enter over there, but no worries. Sword main hand, mace offhand. Oh yeah, mace offhand got an incredible buff. It actually does damage. It does unbelievable amounts of vulnerability and gives you unbelievable amounts of might when you hit a CC'd foe with the 4. And the 5 now refreshes the 4 if you hit something with it. So you go 4-5-4 and then your target is dead. Mace is actually quite good on just about everything. I'm scared of... You know what I'm genuinely scared about, though, chat, with the expansion? How many overpowered birds are we gonna get? I feel like all the tameable pets are just gonna be overpowered as fuck birds. Hasn't done the reset for ages? 6 months, I think? Maybe I'm gaslighting myself and I'm incredibly old and probably gonna die soon. Necro looks fun. I actually think Necro looks the most balanced out of all 3 that they showed off. Paragon looks a little undertuned, Necro looks balanced, and whatever the last one was looks... Antiquary looks juiced AF, but we'll see. It all depends on the numbers. I mean, the Mace 2 got a different kind of change where you can double pop it to actually strike your enemy, Pellegrini, which isn't bad. Captain Crapface actually has a whole build video where he goes down he breaks down the like actual rotation you want. I'm gonna move this back to our spawn to nuke somebody with his double mace build. It's actually quite cool because it's very warrior and it's very skill based. Do you need more cats? Are cats like the thing? Hey Zach, what's up? You're just in time to answer our last giveaway. Exclamation point, the day of the release date. Gotta be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube. Flip thing with the Sword 5. The bigger issue I have with the Mace versus Sword block is the Sword block will continue blocking continuously if you're shot by ranged auto attacks. Even if you don't have Shield Master on, the Mace will not. It'll only block one missile unless you have Shield Master, so I wish they would normalize that functionality. No, I mean, it'll be on the wiki. I'm just not going to look it up right now. You can figure out when the reset thing happened. It might have been November. That sounds right. It's this year's kind of been a blur for me. Oh yeah, and I should clarify, you can enter, like, Young Potato Salad could win again. People always ask me that. You're more than welcome to, because people feel bad. I don't know why I have like 5,000 gold. Please take my money. You can enter, and you can win more than once unless we're doing like a big giveaway where I give away like 500s of gold and whatnot. The Sand Lion had a lot of potential. Oh yeah, I have a whole write-up on what they could do to Gunsaber to make it not crap, believe me. The projectiles need to go. It's really frustrating just constantly killing yourself. I mean, I'm not gonna jump on these guys. You guys jump on these guys. I just want to watch. I'm gonna look at this virtuoso that murdered the shit out of me when I was on Thief. I like how his dog is still killing this guy. More arthropod pets. More chalk would be cool. Preferably without a bullshit auto attack. I think you might have to take a slash off that, Sergio. I don't think my bot grabbed that. Okay, res our man. Nope, our man has ported. More CC through, no, less CC through walls, please. I would like to not that, what you just said. They just give like the underwater pets like a hat. I'd like to fight. I'd like to fight. I want to fight you, Virtuoso. Do this. Why I'm following you. Come on. What's happening? Oh dear, there's like 6 people coming to kill both of us. Never mind. I apologize for my actions. Gunsaber looking like it does damage there. Apology for the frame party that's happening because this is Zerg over here. I kill him. How much fucking stealth do you have? Nice, 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 nice. Think he's got me? Nope, not yet. How many more of those you got? Oh, quite a few. It's spear. All right. Very good dodge. Dude, we are getting some lag tonight. Wonder if he's feeling it. Nice, yeah, that was a big lag spike. Sorry, dude. Whew, good fight though. Well done. Solid. Sorry about the lag. Just take all the reflect pets, right? That was a solid fight. I enjoyed that. Does he want vengeance? He wants vengeance. He's interested now. It's like, what the fuck just killed me? Was that a Bladesworn? How did they get to start with their dragon trigger, chat? This isn't fair. I don't get to start with my dragon trigger. I was right to use that one. People who use the day's mantra should not be able to vote. People that use the day's mantra should not be able to vote. Oh, that sucks. Alright, 2 out of 3. I need some cooldowns here. I need to sit. I need to sit. Okay. Now we bow. Now we go. Are you gonna do something? You just... You do something? Okay. We do this. We do this incredibly laggy, whatever this is. Ooh, that was a good hit. Got some Selly in there. Definitely got more than whatever the Mesmer minimum is these days. Seeing if he was gonna stun break it. Hell yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Right, chat? Thank you for duels, mister. Appreciated. I'll have to remember this so I can not put you in a montage, or maybe I will. Those were good fights. Bring back retaliation boon? No. It was a cool boon. Maybe it'll be something class specific, like extremely, extremely, extremely specific, but no. I mean, to be fair, Zek, my build is equally as bullshit. Like, I just maximized invulnerability uptime on Warrior. That's why I was struggling so hard against the Condi builds, because Warrior doesn't have any way to deal with it. Because they took Berserker Stance away. Berserker Stance was your slottable counter to Condis, and that just doesn't exist anymore. Hey, Heartmore, what's up? You can still enter our giveaway by typing exclamation point the name of the date of the new expansion, Visions of Eternity, in chat. Thank you for the follow, though. Welcome. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the duels. I'm a Thief main now, though. I mean, every class has their form of invulnerability, right, chat? There's a reason Thief doesn't have stances or distortion, and they have stealth. Should stances get reworked? Probably. Should distortion get reworked? Probably. Should stealth get reworked? Probably. All of them are incredibly frustrating to fight against. It's like blocking in a fighting game. Gotta know when it's your turn to press buttons. And be comfortable with your class. I definitely there's a reason he destroyed me when I was on just trying stuff on Thief, right? I have whatever this is number of hours on Warrior, right? Like, what did that say? Interesting. Retaliation was fun, but I don't think it'll ever come back. I'm really curious to know why Cal hates Taunt, though. I think that Virtuoso is incredibly frustrating with Distortion just because they get 2 of them, but I mean, you can actually have 3 because you can refresh your Distortion with the Signet, but no one has space for that. Which I find kind of odd to me that maybe you don't want to blow your blades on it. Not permanent defense, but close. I think the bigger issue with Virtuoso is they gave it shield. I think shield is more of a balancing nightmare than any kind of distortion that Virtuoso has. If Cal didn't like that, he wouldn't put fear on anything. I will say, it's kind of interesting the amount of AoE stun break we're getting with the new expansion, though, chat. Especially with Paragon, because you know people are going to play Paragon because of the nostalgia, and they're going to run it, so... Like, the Chant AoE stun breaks, the, whatever it's called, the utility AoE stun breaks. You already have Shake It Off, right? Unless they completely rework that, which I don't think they will. You can have a very, very, very unhealthy or healthy amount of stun breaks on Warrior. You might actually get something competing with Firebrand. I just think it's so weird that, like... Yeah, Luminary, I think, had a couple. That's what my brain was saying, but I didn't want to get it wrong. I think AoE stun breaks are actually a very interesting way to... Making more stun breaks AoE, let's say, let's phrase it that way, is a very interesting way of dealing with the common complaints of PvP where I can't play the game right now. Because I've talked to my game design friends, because they talk about Guild Wars 2 all the time, because it has, like, the best combat system in an MMO, right? It's fun to talk about. This is a systems channel, for God's sakes. So we talk about this stuff, and they're like, yeah, hard crowd control is very difficult to balance in a healthy way, both from a usable as well as a receiving end, because it's some, you know, even if you're a spellbreaker, at a certain point you just reach a point where, like, you're not meaningfully interacting with whatever you're fighting because you either don't get to play the game or your other tools that you have, a la warrior, are so bad because you have so many CCs that are hard. So I don't know about that, Dream. I mean, more people to even everything out would definitely help. That was one of the first podcasts we ever did, right? Is the solution is more people playing PvP, and that's a rewards issue, and they won't ban the cheaters issue, but it is what it is. Oh, 100%. That does play into it. I understand what you're saying. Hello, would you like to fight? You would not like to fight. All right. Goodbye. Spellbreaker's frustrating, but Spellbreaker's not the problem, because Spellbreaker really just guarantees it has better setups for the other tools it has, right? Like, one of the biggest things on Spellbreaker that people forget it has is a trait called No Escape, which is essentially the grapple trait that I described earlier that it like accessible by more warrior builds, where they immobilize whenever they daze or stun something, right? So I don't know. If you add something like No Escape, it can be frustrating, but it is what it is. This 1500 range longbow ranger can be frustrating. Man, we are getting some lag tonight, chat. Maybe they're putting something in the game. Maybe they're fixing Bladesworn right now. Maybe they are literally, right now, putting the fix for Bladesworn into the game, as well as Bloodborne 2. Respect for the power Soul Beast running staff. It's very funky. I dig it. Ow. That was... I was not in that circle, but sure I was. I mean, he's making it work. Weird, funky longbow Soul Beast power Ice Drake thing. He's succeeding in a Ranger's main life goal, being fucking annoying. Sit down, please. Sword 2 not connecting for question mark reasons. You should tell them to nerf smoke scale if you want that, O. I'm sure that'll go over great. You want core drakes to be meta. They killed our catapult, which is truly tragic. And our thief almost got shot by a ballista. Okay. You need to wake up, sir. I need you to like press a button or two. Okay. You need to get up and press buttons. Wow, this lag is like bad, chat. Are servers lagging for you guys? This is kind of nuts. We have a drawing to do, so let's go do that. The dragons are cool. Wyverns, dragons are cool. I know D&D nerds just got mad at me, but yeah, they're neat. Smoke scale. You're only beloved whether you like it or not. I know, right? I want a smog scale, like the condition damage that we're like somewhere in like later maps, like Draconis Mountains. I think that'd be really cool. Like just an alternative to smoke scale, but maybe it's too strong already. We got a drawing to do here, chat. Here's my little scroll thing. We have like had one of the most active chat nights that we've ever had. Welcome, guys. A lot of new people. Andrew Wheat, you have won. Congrats, dog. I gotta scroll up, see if this was a Twitch thing or a YouTube thing, because it scrolled off my page like an idiot. Where is it? Oh Oh yeah, you won over on Twitch. Nice, dude. Character name or an account name. I will send you 50 gold, and Gold Magistrate is late. If you're entering on Twitch, you get double gold if you win now, Gold Magistrate. Yeah, you missed all the giveaways, dude. I stream earlier than this, you know that. I know you know that. I'm running out of gold, chat. I gotta farm some more legendaries. Go use my partner link to support the channel. Buy the new expansion. Get some more gold giveaways anyway in here. Yeah, we give away gold every Monday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday at 9 Eastern. Lots of theory crafting, build crafting videos. Occasional podcasts with celebrities, and you know, fun to hang out and listen to rock music. And hopefully this stream doesn't get yoked from space on YouTube's side, because I streamed a Hollis CG song while I was in the bathroom, but is pretty good. It's pretty good. Getting hungry, chat. What should I have for dinner? Kind of want steak now that Dream was talking about it. Get supply. Hold on. Dreaminology, you also got a compliment on your name in chat the other day. Steak and rice and beans. Hell yeah, dog. The problem is they keep DMCAing more and more of the music, so I just try to keep it rolling, Cohen. But I know that Twitch, one of the reasons I'm trying to push more people over to the Twitch side is Twitch has looser restrictions with what I can stream in terms of music, so, and they usually just mute it in the VODs, whereas sometimes my videos will literally get pulled off of YouTube, so I don't want to deal with that. So if you, more people move over to Twitch, I can stream more rock music. It's just how it works. But I understand that I don't use Twitch that much either, so, and it kind of smells over there. I'll believe you. You're not allowed to not run smoke scale. I'm reporting you. I'm not famous. Not famous yet. We'll see. We'll see. I think a lot of the unique buffs will not matter as much as people think they will. I literally spent up an entire day, Pellegrini, rating up a whole thing on how I thought that was unhealthy for the game for them to add damage-specific buffs, unique buffs back to the game, and then someone pointed out within 2 seconds of me posting that Troubadour's damage buff was only to itself, which is basically the same thing as Elemental Empowerment, I believe, on Catalyst. So, yeah, I felt stupid. I think that, like, damage-reducing buffs can only go so far. Things like the Bulwark Gyro and whatnot, so things on Luminary. If you have a specific one you have in mind, maybe we could talk about that. But after I wrote that whole thing up, I was like, well, at least they're aware of it. The thing that scares me more is so far we have 3 total elite specs out of the 6 that they've shown, so 50% ratio, that basically have an elite skill that says when you push this, you don't die. So that scares me way more. Thank you, Cohen. Appreciate it. Doesn't cost you any more, and it will help me do more gold giveaways and stuff, so appreciate it, dog. It's very, very, very kind of you. And if you don't use mine, chat, just go use somebody's link, honestly. It just makes sense. Guild Wars 2 Efficiency and Muckluck are 2 of the ones I've used in the past. Both very quality sources of content for me, because this game would basically be unplayable without Guild Wars 2 Efficiency. They gave us some gems. I gave some of them away. I used some of them on pirate outfits. It's not really an ask them for codes thing. We kind of have to make sure we're useful first. Don't worry. I think I already give away like at least what's 100 gold, chat? Because we did like 150 tonight. It's a sick song. Like 600 gems-ish. Not bad. I think it'd be really cool. Well, I guess maybe not for raids, but if the Antiquary gave like a gold find buff or something really silly. I mean, I had that one stream where I basically gave away that much, the trivia night we had, and we had our Bloodborne fashion contest where I gave away the legendary spear. That's nice of him though, because I think we got 4K gems because they send you, I would have bought it anyway, but they send you the like top tier expansion when you get partnered, and I was like, oh well, thanks, I was gonna buy it anyway. And that gave us 4K, and I think I gave away 2K of that. The other 2K I accidentally spent on name change contracts that I already had. I like to stock up, chat. Or like if Troubadour had a buff that buffed the musical instruments you play. That'd be kind of fun. Finally got this camp. This has been like our life goal the entire night, chat. August 20th is the beta. Yep, for the 9 elites or the 8 elite specs and warrior. No, I'm kidding. Paragon will probably be in there too. Yeah, it's pretty close, right? 2 weeks. And tomorrow, oh, PSA chat, tomorrow is Festival of the Four Winds. We have not talked about this at all, and I didn't put the trailer up on the YouTube channel because they didn't have one yet. But Festival of the Four Winds is hands down my favorite festival they put in the game, mostly because it was not actually in the game for the first few years I was playing this game. If you don't know what it is, go play it. It's in Divinity's Reach as well as the Zephyrite like area that you get ported to. It's really just fun. Generally really cool events, like go, you know, do the round robin Hunger Games style arena. Also push tomorrow, man, maybe that's why it's lagging, dude. Like, there's a lot coming into the game tomorrow. So push, Festival of the Four Winds, theoretical balance patch that's not going to happen. Go try all these things out. Tomorrow's going to be like a wild day to actually play Guild Wars. I might even, I don't know, I can't promise a bonus stream, right? But if people want bonus streams, I'll do them. But yeah, I guess if you, I don't know, if I start doing bonus streams, just hit the bell or the notification icon on Twitch and YouTube. Definitely down to do more. I'm really trying to find a more consistent time on the weekends that I could stream. I'm thinking like 6 p.m. Eastern, but if you ever have a preferred time slot in a time zone, let me know, please. I read all my comments because I have something wrong with me, so just let me know down below. I loved push until people figured out that minion builds were broken, Dream, and I want all minions to have like a debuff when they're in the circle. Other than that, I like push. I just feel like it's going to get real degenerate really fast. The minion crap needs to go. I mean, what I don't want them to do, like, is just balance actual PvP around push. So if they only have the problem of pulling one PvP lever, I get really skeptical there. But if they could just add, like, a debuff to the push circle that like says minions lose health while they're in it or something like that, I think that would be fine. But the bigger problem is like necromancers with rise, then using it on everyone else's minions, so you had these like armies of literally like 60 versus 60. That was insane. Oh man. So I should craft hope so you have a minstrel pistol. I'd honestly just get a Selly one because there's no way that interaction stays with Paragon. I don't think motivation's going to be that. We talk about it a little bit on the podcast, KH, where I talked with Captain Crabface. I don't think that motivation's really that much of a resource, more of just like a thing that you get by existing and then use. But we'll see. Paragon has the warrior thing of being deceptively complicated. Are we gonna fight? Person, you have a PvP orb. Fight me. I would like to fight. I'd like to fight. I want to ruin your stacks if that's what you're doing. What stacks do you have? I'm curious. Stars, hell yeah. Alright, well, this person seems very passive. Not gonna be a bully. Yeah, the Gunzerker build was good during push because I'm pretty sure the F1 is AoE. Take a second shot, chat. Itch my nose again. But yeah, give them feedback on push, give them feedback on all the classes, especially once the beta's actually out. Give them feedback on all the antiquary memes, very important. Good song. I'm really interested to, because Cal mentioned on one of his streams that he has ideas for Stronghold. So maybe if push is successful, they do Stronghold, right? I think that'd be amazing. Wow, there's some serious skill lag, and we're not even, like, cute on this map, I don't think. Could be wrong. We're super cute on this map, never mind. I lie about everything. Determination. Look at that, like solid 2 seconds going out between when I do a thing and when it happens in the game. You can always tell if you're lagging if you do this, and it does that. If you use Bull's Charge and it does the stutter step. I know, it would be nice to have a place where you could use pistol, but I don't think that just spamming a, I don't think that doing literally just this, right? Boom. 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 I'm motivated now, chat. Boom. Boom. Motivated is the best way to play Paragon. We'll see. We'll see. The deer animation is a secret, and you have to give me $6,000 and for me to tell you. No. The deer animation, everyone asks me this. The mystical beast weapons, I believe, summon these. They're Black Lion, a Black Lion set. So if you get these, and you have 2 one-handed weapons, they actually each have a unique animal they summon. And if you have 2 different weapons, it actually plays both at the same time. There's a very similar effect on the void weapons, where this like void dragon will come over and like laugh over your shoulder, but I think it's only unique, like it's the same animation. But I really like that because it's, you know, 2 different weapons. It's kind of like, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's a legendary without being a legendary, and it's kind of unique. It's a new skill they put on Warrior with actual animation budget. I believe they forgot about pistol and they were thinking about a power-up for Warhorn or Shield. Yeah, maybe. I think those 2 are probably the worst weapons you could run on Paragon. Tell you the truth. Warhorn maybe, just because it gives quickness and no one remembers that. They need to hire Hugh back, man. Or ArenaNet, realistically, hire me. I'm available and I'll fix your class for 20 bucks and a sandwich. And you can keep the 20 bucks. I just want a really good sandwich. No, I think they're doing better with taking feedback, even from idiots like me, if nothing else. I think they're watching a lot. They've got a lot more eyes to watch content with these days, a lot more development bandwidth, and I think they care, if that makes any sense, a little bit more, because they've realized this game is really fun. Those are the wrong words, but I think I got my point across. We are just lagging, chat. Oh my god. Raphael Plays Gaming, thank you for the follow. Welcome, dude. Appreciated. Hopefully you are well, and hopefully this is actually updating correctly. I know we were having issues with the little chat ticker thing. Oh my god, the lag chat. I might have to go away, not because we can't play the game tonight, but because it's just lagging too much. This is getting aggressively bad. Servers are like, can't do it. Push beta. We're struggling. Too many necro builds. Is this the same guy? Is this Vert man? No, this is Vert lady. Hello. Would you like to fight? I'd like to fight. I love fighting virtuosos. I do. It's so fun. And I actually do mean that. I genuinely like fighting virtuosos. Before this person destroys me. I mean, I'd be more of a consultant, because like I said, clearly I would have no idea how to balance Thief, right? No idea where to start, but if they wanted somebody to give them bad advice for Warrior, I'd be more than happy. Fight, 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 fight. Hell yeah. What are you doing? You're sipping coffee. Okay, we're fighting now. Thought that was a Moa for a second. This person is much less attuned with their buttons than the other guy. Oh, but they have a shield.
Yeah. We gon' live, we gon' fight, off the cliff.
Nope.
Take a dive, swing and miss, feel alive. Get back up, we gon' thrive, never stop.
How much stealth you fucking have?
Pretty girls, pretty sights, city girls and city lights. Here I go. I'm gonna reach for the stars. I'm gonna reach to go far. You already know. I better cover the scars. They remind us who we are. Take
You like my Bladesworn clone that I created with my Bladesworn skill, chat?
me away.
Check this out. I have no way of killing that thing either. Can be on EU. I'm partnered now. Right now I'm on NA. I'm letting him live. I don't BM people, Gold Magistrate. You've been here for like 40 years. You know how this works. I even let that guy keep his stacks earlier. Is the new giveaway going against my previous one? We had one, yes, but we're done with giveaways for tonight. So you are welcome to stay or you're welcome to jet out. All good either way. How did the clone appear? That's a great question. Anyone wanna answer that, Pellegrini? For Pellegrini? So, Beyond the Wall, another YouTuber, Guild Wars 2 YouTuber, has a really, no, but it created a clone of me, is the thing. And I'm clearly a mesmer. Beyond the Wall has a whole video on this where there was tech developed for what he thought, oh, we want to fight again. All right, well, I have to pick up my controller. There was tech that he suspects was developed for a elite spec for Mesmer called the Mimic, that he called the Mimic, where when a Mesmer uses a clone generating ability, but it reflects, it actually creates a clone of whatever reflected it. So, sorry, I answered it before you dumb vids. I got too happy. Or maybe I got ambushed, full of adrenaline. But it's really interesting. Oh, it's okay. We got 40 people watching over on YouTube. And Twitch numbers will get there when they get there. Hello. Thank you for the fights. I appreciate it. Yeah, it happens with Magnetic Aura, it happens with anything, but basically all of the clone generating abilities have, even on Virtuoso clearly, have like an attack they do, and if the attack does its flag check and hits you, it will create a clone if it reflects. So Beyond the Wall was speculating that like maybe they put that in the game for a elite spec that would like create a clone of a target. I think it would be really cool if they took that tech, if this was possible, and for like Veil, the invisible line you put down, or Mass Invis, if there was a like Grandmaster trait in one of the Mesmer lines that said when you invis a target, not just yourself, you create a clone of that target. So imagine like a Mesmer leading a Zerg, right, chat? And they, you know, you're leading and driving, and then you use Mass Invis, and instead of everyone just disappearing, everyone just keeps running for 2 seconds, right? Because the invis would have to be shorter to balance it out, but it just creates 10 clones of everything it hits, and then it's like, oh shit, that's not the real Zerg, they're over here. Stuff like that. Same thing with Veil. I think that'd be so cool. And they have the tech. Yeah, they have the tech in the game for that. Like, it's literally already stuff that exists. They wouldn't have to build it, I think, but, you know, who knows what the engine limitations are under the hood. But I've thought about, I play 11 years playing this game. I have so many ideas for it, not just Warrior, obviously. Wow, Dragon Trigger 2 didn't move me at all there. Yeah, that's, like, Pellegrini, I was having this conversation with my friend the other day, and I was like, why can't they fix Dragon Trigger? Because they fixed Dragon Trigger 3 on Necromancer, right? On the auto attack on the sword. And I was like, okay, if it's the same-ish skill, why can't they do the same thing for Warrior? And he was like, well, it's entirely possible that it's the same skill, or it's entirely possible that it's just the same animation and a different skill under the hood, and maybe Warrior has some kind of weird limitation because like a lot of their skills are like ground bound, like Bull's Charge and Rush and stuff, that maybe a lot of their projectiles, in quotes, are ground bound for the same coding reasons, so it could be just weird stuff, right? But you never really know. And we probably never will. But granted that Grouch has started talking about more of like, why didn't you go back and make playable or dyeable versions of the old legendaries, that they've started talking about some of this. They've also started to untangle a lot of the spaghetti code, to their credit, so making the game much more workable. They wouldn't read the previous Guild Wars 3 discussion from about 400 years ago, chat. They would not be doing a lot of this engine maintenance updating work if Guild Wars 3 was coming out tomorrow. you can bet, like, the game devs love this game and they love this community. They're not stupid. They wouldn't be doing that. So if that's, you need a sign for like when Guild Wars 3 is coming out, still doing lots of maintenance stuff on this game. Is this a tier 3 tower? Why can't I, oh god, it is. Damage this stupid thing. You know what? You're getting dragon triggered. Alright, chat. I think we're feeling burritos. I think it's Pseudo Eats Burritos time. I think we're gonna try to take this camp and make bad choices, and then we're gonna call it, and we'll be back on possibly Tuesday, possibly Wednesday, or definitely Wednesday, for more stream nonsense. Yeah, if you like it here, I'm Pseudo. Get subscribed, get followed, all of that nonsense. Lots of theory crafting, build crafting. Oh, we can't take this camp. Hold please. Not just warrior. Lots of other things. We're going to do our best to take this camp. I'm going to kill everything else with this invulnerable supervisor, and then we're going to call it, now that I don't have cooldowns. What could go wrong, right? Because I'm really hungry. And yeah, giveaways every Monday. And if you are going to check out Visions of Eternity, feel free to use the partner link. Also, feel free to not and use somebody else's partner link. I'm happy to help the Guild Wars 2 community in any way I can. Hell yeah. Thank you, Gold Magistrate. No, and I will work on a music ticker as well, if that's something people still want, but other things just took priority. Anyway, I'm Pseudo. Get subscribed, followed, all that nonsense. I will be back on Wednesday, 9 Eastern. And I think that's it, chat. We'll see what we get on Wednesday. Have a good night. Peace out.
Wasn't programmed with weaknesses, overcooking the recipe. I'm just out of the seasoning of the keys like a pianist. Take a look at